off the exhibition season against Presbyterian at 2 o'clock.
Link below.
Let's go, chat. Yeah. Oh, we're like playing ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you're able, yes, please rise. Kindly remove your ball caps unless you're active duty or veteran exercising military style hand salute. As I honor the United States of America with the flag of our national anthem.
All right.
You want to just do the lineup?
Yeah. We can go over this. Well, yeah, we'll do an intro, then we'll talk about the lineup.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to SGTV's coverage of today's exhibition softball game against your South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the Presbyterian Blue Hose. I'm here with Pflugi Pflugrath, and I'm Dakota Morris.
Yeah, it's a lovely day here. Great day from softball. Yeah.
Absolutely.
How are you doing today?
I'm excited to be back here. You know, it's been a little while since we've been out on the softball field, and I'm glad to see everybody's back. And we've got a lot of new faces on the team this year, so that's really going to be exciting.
Yeah, a plethora of transfers coming in, a handful of freshmen as well. But a familiar face on the mound for South Carolina, Jory Hurd, had a great season for the Gamecocks last year.
Absolutely.
And, looking to continue that this year.
Mm-hmm. And she just excelled last year, and I can only see it getting better from here. And someone else who excelled on the mound last year for South Carolina was Sam Gress, who we can now find her on our coaching staff, as you mentioned to me earlier.
I love that.
A lot of familiar faces still here, even though we have about 10 new transfers on the team.
Yeah. Got a couple from Kennesaw State, 2 from Ole Miss. You know, and I think that's just a result of the program and the culture that Coach Ashley Chastain Woodard has started to build here at South Carolina. Again, came in for the first year last year, had a really good season, and now you're getting all these transfers coming in. With success, though, comes pressure. Even though we're only in the fall, looking forward to the spring, what are the expectations around South Carolina? What does Coach Chastain Woodard want out of this team?
Well, she definitely wants to uphold the foundation that I think she built last year on her first year, but also build off of that. As you can see, bringing in all these new transfers, she's not looking to keep things the same as they were last year. She wants to keep building, and it looks like they're about to get underway here, but we'll have 10 innings to talk about all this exciting stuff, so I have plenty of time to get back to this.
Oh, yeah, 10 beautiful innings of some South Carolina softball as Jory Hurd opens up for a strike. Again, leading off the way for Presbyterian will be Baxley Arnett from Lakeview, South Carolina, representing the Blue Hose. You can already hear the softball chants back in full swing. Again, still a long way from the regular season, but these guys are ready to play.
Absolutely. I mean, imagine we're excited to get back out here after not being here for a while. I'm sure they're even more excited.
Yeah, and no one's more excited than Artemis, our tech producer here.
So happy to be here, I know it.
Oh, yes.
It is quite toasty today, though, even though quite a bit of the ladies have on sleeves.
Yeah, a little toasty South Carolina weather as Jory Hurd fires a fastball right past Arnett for a 3-pitch strikeout to get things going here. Again, 1 out here in the top of the first. Coming up now for Presbyterian will be Ava Coggins, the freshman center fielder from Georgia. Lefty to match Jory Hurd's righty. Shows bunt, goes foul. Again, a new face down the third baseline for South Carolina. They had Ella Chansey last year, who had a phenomenal season. She's actually also on the coaching staff now, funny enough. But now over there at third base is Alyssa Hovermail, I believe. Transferred from Florida as another ball is hit her way. Will go foul, just barely, so 2 strikes to Coggins. But Hovermail looking to get plugged into the system right away and make an impact.
Yeah, and coming from Florida, that's a good ball team as well.
Great softball program.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure she's got plenty of skill over there at third base.
Hurd sees the pitch com, likes it, takes it, and swinging strike 3. As Hurd gets 2 strikeouts to open up her fall exhibition season here.
Great showing for Jory Hurd, just getting out on the mound and setting the tone quickly.
Yeah.
Got her on the outside pitch there.
Up in the box now for Presbyterian will be Hallie Duke, second baseman, also from Bremen, Georgia. As she will take the first pitch for ball 1.
And another familiar face behind the mound for South Carolina, or behind the plate, excuse me. It's going to be Lexi Winters back again, a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah, she kind of got overshadowed by some of Ariana Rohde's heavy hitting success, but she had a great bat herself last year as ball 2 is thrown down to Duke. And Winters, another one of those Charlotte transfers.
Yeah, quite a few from Charlotte.
The third pitch of that bat will be fouled off. Count is now 1-2. Or 2-1 rather. My apologies. 2 balls, 1 strike to Duke. 2 outs in the inning. Or my bad, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I had it right the first time. And swinging strike 3. Hurd 3 up, 3 down, picking up right where she left off.
Absolutely. She looks just the same, if not better, than she did last season. And like you said, it's early, but Jory Hurd's somebody with a lot of talent and a lot of longevity too. Her and Gress last year shared most of their time in the space and in the mount, in the circle.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting what that South Carolina pitching rotation looks like. We talked last year about how well they played off of each other, about how maybe Jory Hurd would come in with the fastball, and then Sam Gress was a little bit more of a shifty pitcher, and then you have Neely Lamb there on the roster as well. They've added a couple new pitchers to this roster. Are they looking to continue that kind of just giving teams a bunch of wild looks, a bunch of different styles of pitching?
Yeah, I would. My mic is a little bit loud. I'm sorry if anyone at home can tell that. I'm trying to talk as quietly as I can. We'll get that fixed in just a minute here. But like you were saying, yeah, I think it's best to have a bunch of different kind of pitchers that do a bunch of different things. Obviously, so the batters can't, get a hold on them. And I have a feeling that's probably going to be a little bit of a problem for this Presbyterian team today, especially because this is an exhibition game. I doubt that they're going to let Hurd throw through the whole thing. In fact, they're not. She's only going to get one more inning after this, and then they're going to be switching out quite a few different pitchers. So it's going to be exciting to get a good look at everybody today and see kind of what their style is that they're going to bring to the South Carolina team.
Yeah. And going up against Hurd for the first 2 innings here will be Kylie Rast, the sophomore from Beaufort, South Carolina, just right down the road. She will be a tough matchup, though, for Quincy Lelio, leading off things for South Carolina. Again, she transferred here last year from Oklahoma, the absolute powerhouse of the softball program. Led the team in batting average, I believe. Also played a great center field position. She's got speed. She's got hitting ability. Didn't actually have a lot of power. It was the only thing she was missing. She only had like 1 or 2 home runs last year, but
that's why we see her a lot of this time in the starting, in the lead of top of the lineup every time as a lead runner, green base hitter, is because she gets on base. She has a really great OBS, 487 on the season, and then a 359 batting average. She gets on base consistently. Like you said, no, she's not really hitting home runs like Lexi Winters or Jory Hurd, but she's getting on base, and that's exactly what you want to see out of that leadoff batter. And she also lets pitches come through. She'll be very selective, which helps the rest of her team behind her see what everything looks like.
Count 3-1 to Lelio. And she takes that one for a strike. She'll have a full count to start off her first at-bat of the campaign here. Again, and even though she doesn't have that power, these pitchers sometimes like to pitch around here. Again, 3 balls. And that one will be the 4th ball. Lelio will take a walk and end up on first. Coming up now for the Gamecocks, number 33, Carly Shelton. Shelton had an amazing season for South Carolina last year. She's from right down the road in Lexington. I believe she comes from quite a family of athletes. If I'm not mistaken, brother plays baseball at Florida.
Oh, wow, really?
I believe sister also a softball player. Parents played baseball and softball themselves. As she hits one to left, it's short, but amazing play made. Carly Shelton will be out. Lelio left on first. Again, that is Morgan Farthing out there in left field, helping out Rast on the mound a little bit. 1 out, Lelio on first.
Sometimes those type of balls right behind the shortstop and right in front of the left fielder can cause a little bit of a problem, like communication and who's getting there, but Farthing did a great job getting there. She had to do a little bit of a slide into it, but she made it clean.
Yeah, she figured it out. Up now for the Gamecocks, taking ball 1 will be Tori Ensley, the NC State transfer, filling in for the outfield. Gets a piece of that one, will be 1-1. And Ensley playing that left field position. Last year was Emily Vinson, the senior. I believe she went and graduated. A lot of speed out of Vinson, a lot of great defensive play. Tori Ensley looking to keep that same defensive prowess with some offense as she hits one to third. Thrown across the diamond, and she will be out. Lelio ends up on second. But a good play made there by Sierra Grice over at third base for Presbyterian.
Yeah, and Tori Ensley, she comes from North Carolina State, and she started all 54 games over there, 47 hits, and just seems like she did a really great job over there bringing that to this team. Finished the season off over there with a 294 batting average, 3 home runs.
Yeah, we will be seeing more Tori Ensley.
Absolutely.
But now with 2 outs, what a player we have at the plate here. We're going to be talking a lot more about her as well. Ariana Rohde playing first base for South Carolina. As she takes that pitch for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Rohde's another one that started and played every game for South Carolina this past season, and she ended it off with 17 home runs, most on the team there. That's why she's always in this cleanup
And
spot.
she
and
gets
there
a
she
hold of
goes.
one out to left. Back, and it's gone. Ariana Rhodey. Get out of here. My goodness.
And Pflugi, are you really surprised? As soon as I said it, 17 home runs last year, she said, oh, and here's one for this year.
Yep, she's getting things rolling here. First at bat of the fall exhibition campaign. Rhodey gets a hold of one out to left. Brings in Lelio, and South Carolina will go up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first.
It's a great knock by Rhodey, just like just about every one of her. Hers are right over the left field fence. There's nothing that can be done about that one.
Not at all. As Lexi Winters up now will ground out to third base. Play is made there by Sierra Grice, but not after South Carolina can do some damage again after a beautifully hit ball from Ariana Rhodey out to left. Score is now 2-0.
Take a quick break. We'll be right back with Presbyterian back up to bat.
Here we are back at the top of the second as Jory Hurd opens up the inning with a strike to Blair Darby from Spartanburg. I believe that's about 30 minutes south of here.
Yeah, pretty close.
Second pitch will be high, 1-1 to Darby.
And I can't tell you too much about Darby because she was not updated on their website. So I don't really have much information to share about that.
Yeah, I tell you what though, I'm digging the teal gloves. I think they complement the orange cleats pretty well as she swings at a strike two.
Well, I'm not sure her cleats are supposed to be orange, but they are.
Well,
You're
so
right.
that's what I thought too, but then I saw on deck circle, she's got orange cleats as well. So
No,
maybe
they're definitely supposed to be white and they're stained with the clay, for sure. I don't think they're actually orange.
As she hits one down the first base line, it will be fielded by Rhodey for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that one hit seems like off the end of the bat, kind of died. Easy play for Rhodey to make. Scoop it up and step over to the bag.
Yeah, well pitched from Jory Hurd to induce a little soft contact. Now up at the plate will be Avery Robinson, the junior. As the first pitch just catches the outside of the plate for strike one. We talked a little bit about the pitching strategy for South Carolina. Again, Jory Hurd and Neely Lamb in last year were able to pitch a little bit faster, Sam Gress being more the tactical. Do you see either Hurd or Lamb kind of moving into more of a more tactical, technique-driven finesse pitcher here?
I could see somebody trying to fill that gap as well, but both of them, Lamb and Hurd, had success with the way that they pitched the ball last year, and I don't think, you know, Ashley Chastain-Woodard, especially as a pitching coach, I know she's going to try to develop them, but I don't know if she would try to change them up too much. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I could see her trying to maybe ingrain that into them, especially with Sam Gress here. Might help them share a little bit of that knowledge, but not change anything too much to try to replace Sam Gress. Instead of just, I think she would more try to build up what they have now.
This one is tipped up to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. And I believe that's Shay Anderson there playing shortstop for South Carolina to record the second out.
Shay saw the field 22 times last season, started 6. I assume she'll be there a good bit more now with Blankenship not here anymore.
Seems like it. Up now for Presbyterian will be Audrey Burton out of Georgia. She sees strike 1 from Hurd. Trying to get something going here for PC. 2 outs in the top of the second here.
Burton had a .275 batting average for Presbyterian last year.
She hits one right to Shelton. Shelton will throw it to Rhodey and record the 3rd out of the inning. Again, another 3-up, 3-down inning for Jory Hurd, as South Carolina will take with the bats.
Yeah, if I was this Presbyterian team right about now, I'd start thinking we need to move out the infield. You know, we need to get something out of the infield here. They can play small ball. They can make, you know, the basic fielding plays. So probably going to have to challenge them to something a little bit harder.
Oh, yeah. And if I'm Presbyterian, I'm saying thank goodness this is an
Jory,
exhibition game.
And that Jory Hurd is done in the circle for today.
Jory Hurd is only scheduled to play 2 innings according to the
according
the
to
here.
The paper that they gave us, but we'll see if that rings true.
The lovely Brad Muller helping us on the producing side of things a little bit.
Appreciate you very much.
I see him over there doing some work. Yeah, he's working, dude. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He helps us get this set up for SGTV, and he does it in his own class, too. A couple students here today as well, some of my friends. Around the ballpark.
Yeah.
Also calling the game. You should definitely stay here and watch ours, though.
Still on the mound for PC, Kylie Rast. She will open up the bottom of the second here. Opening up the bottom of the second for South Carolina will be somebody who's not on. Tate Davis, I believe. On the roster as Tate Davis at 8, but she's wearing number 17. I believe the PA guy just said Tate Davis. But
I believe that's what he said as well.
We'll get a check on that. Anyway, first pitch will be a strike out of Rast.
See if I can pull up what she looks like.
And hit by Davis off the netting for strike 2.
I think so.
Well, yeah, it's only tricky because
they're not wearing the right numbers.
They're Caucasian, they're blonde. Really narrows it down.
I know, the girl next to her kind of looks pretty similar.
As the next pitch will be low for ball 1.
Davis transfers from Ole Miss. Played her freshman year there.
Yeah. Again, Ole Miss they've had success in the past couple of years, but trying to get some playtime here as that one is fouled back into the netting again.
And
Davis staying alive.
Maybe she just wanted to come home. She's from Greer, SC, South Carolina, yeah.
Right down the road.
And finished off the year with Ole Miss at a 182 batting average.
Not bad at all.
Probably didn't have too many at-bats either, so.
And SEC ball is no joke.
Absolutely.
That one is fouled high and back by Davis. Staying alive for the 5th pitch of the at-bat coming up soon. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Davis. Davis playing a designated player for today. I'm not sure why they don't call it designated hitter.
I'm not
She
really
swings,
sure either.
Gets a piece of that one, fouls it off again. Maybe there's some
just the softball rules, you know. DP in the flex,
me.
that's just how it is.
Pitch hit right up the middle, and that will be caught.
By Coggins.
And that's Ava Coggins out there center field, recording the first out of the inning for the Blue Hose.
That was pretty good contact there by Davis, just right up the middle, right to Coggins. She didn't even have to move her feet.
And now up for South Carolina, playing third base, Alyssa Hovermail. And transferred from Florida. And we talked about it with Ole Miss just now, too. SEC ball is no joke.
Absolutely.
Now, granted, South Carolina had a good amount of success, as umpire will calm things down, I guess, with the pitching. But South Carolina had some pretty decent success last year in the SEC, but it only gets better every year. So where do you see them placing in the SEC this year in the general field as that pitch is taken for strike one?
You know, the Gamecock fan in me wants to say number one, but I can't go quite that far. I think we're going to be competitive. No matter what it is, we're going to be competitive. I would say maybe in the third spot.
Yeah. It's just you got some powerhouses like Oklahoma. I believe Texas won it all last year as well. That one will be fouled in foul territory. Caught by first baseman Blair Darby, though, for the second out of the inning. Will retire Hovermail.
And I think there were some big games last season that maybe because this was their first season with Ashley Chastain really stepping it up a bit, they, couldn't really close on some of those big games, but I'm hoping now the second time around they're a little bit more settled in. They're used to being this competitive, and that they'll put a top on some of those games and not let anything get away from them there. Yeah.
As KG Flavors has a big swing. First pitch for strike one. And Flavors, the freshman from Orange Beach, Alabama, takes that pitch for ball one. And 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike to Flavors.
I actually think we've got another number mix-up here. I think this is number 20, Jamie McKay.
The hair does line up.
Yeah. Does say that KG Flavors is 18, but
yes,
it looks like that's
correct.
Jamie McKay from also a transfer from
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
How about that? Yeah.
284 batting average last year for them.
As that one's fouled right back our way. The netting stopped me from making an amazing catch. As 2 strikes, 1 ball to McKay, not Flavors, to Jamie McKay.
McKay played 36 games and started 20 of those last year with Ole Miss. She had 19 hits and 2 home runs on the season. So
how about it? She takes that one for ball 2.
Nice little bat to add to the Gamecocks lineup here.
And 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The delivery from Rast. And McKay lays off it, full count. Bottom of the second here.
That one came in just a little bit too high for McKay.
Yeah, great patience there from McKay. The pitch, contact up the middle. Can't quite field it, and McKay finds herself on first base. Again, ball was hit with a little bit of giddy up on it over to second base where Hallie Duke was there. Tried to make a little backhand scoop, but couldn't quite field it off the bounce, and McKay ends up on first.
Duke was able to knock it down with her glove. It was a good try, but couldn't quite put the glove around it to stop it. Had to take that extra time to bobble it a little bit, pick it up, and get it over to her teammate Darby at first base. And McKay was already there pretty quick, and now I believe we have Nia McKnight on first base running.
Yes, Chastain Woodard came out and subbed out McKay to sub in the speedster, Nia McKnight.
She is the Gamecocks' go-to when they need a runner on base. She's 5 for 5 with stolen base attempts last year, and she played 40 games at base runner.
And she's off now, sliding into second, and she will be safe.
Way safe.
McKnight does it again.
That was a great throw by Logan Grice, right down the middle, right to her shortstop Arnett there, but McKnight's too fast. She was already there, already under the tag when she went to lay that down.
Absolutely. McKnight now in scoring position for Shea Anderson at the plate. Anderson, 2 balls, no strikes. Will take that pitch for ball 3. Again, 2 outs here. You got to think if you get a hit here, McKnight might be coming all the way home.
Absolutely, depending on where you can place it.
As,
Anywhere in the
pitch is
outfield,
taken for a
really, she
strike.
might be able to get home.
Yeah,
In a gap,
she's got some wheels.
absolutely.
3-1 to count now. Contact in the left, and McKnight will round third. She finds herself safe. Anderson slides into second for an RBI double. And that will bring the score to South Carolina 3, Presbyterian 0 here in the bottom of the second.
That was Morgan Farthing out there in left field trying to get the stop on that ball, and she was able to stop it before it got past her, got a good angle on it, but like we said just a minute ago, Mia McKnight's a little bit too fast, and she had already skirted right on home.
Well hit from Anderson right down the line.
Absolutely.
As
Hard ball to get to in the air for sure.
Very. As right fielder Kai Byers will be up to the plate for South Carolina, taking the first pitch for strike 1. If she could get on deck here, this could be some momentum for South Carolina. They've got Lelio on deck.
And Byers is a true freshman for South Carolina.
Yeah, hailing from Mechanicsville, Virginia. That's right outside Richmond. Funny stat here, not stat, fact. Tyler Warren, that Penn State tight end, drafted the Indianapolis Colts, also from Mechanicsville, Virginia.
Interesting. I wonder if they know each other. Oh.
That ball will be hit foul into the stands. Almost made a play there, did that one woman over there, but
she got a little bit
scared
nervous,
away
I
from
think.
it.
Yeah.
But she had her hands up. I don't know if she was trying to block the sun
I think
or
she
make
was
the
more
catch,
trying to
but
like keep the ball from hitting her rather than her catching it. But it's a
1
good
ball,
effort.
2 strikes here. Yeah. That one will be high for ball number 2. Yeah, would like to see a little banana ball come to South Carolina. You know, catch that, call it out. I believe
Absolutely. That would be fun.
Call me blasphemous here. I believe they actually played at Clemson over the
They
summer.
did.
Yeah.
They did. They played on their football field actually in Death Valley. Yeah. And I also think it might have been
Outside for
sold
ball
out.
3. Oh, yeah, I think they're sold out for the next, 3 years.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
Well, you see that they're adding a couple more teams. They're going to have a whole league. Have you seen that?
Yeah, which might mean that they need more commentators and play-by-play people, media personnel.
Yeah.
My name's Dakota Morris. I'll be here all night.
As that one is hit
Ooh.
shallowly right at second baseman there, Hallie Duke. I think she was trying to have an infield fly rule there, but
Yeah, she purposely let that one drop right in front of her, but didn't quite get the result she was looking for there, I don't think.
and she's a little upset about it. Probably wishes, yeah, when in doubt, you just catch the ball, especially with 2 outs. That will move Anderson to third. Byers will find herself on first. Again, Quincy Lilio, star for South Carolina Gamecocks, up at the plate. Shows bunt. Oh, and Anderson caught it third.
Wow. That was a great play by Logan Grice.
Wow.
Behind the plate for Presbyterian, she faked her out, thought that they were going to get her
So
go to second base, thought she was going to throw it on second base, and Shea was coming in and threw it right to their third base, and Bryce over there.
Byers on first, started going to second.
Yes.
Tried to bait the throw, it looked like.
And they thought she was going to throw. Logan Grice made it. It was a good fake. She's maybe looking to getting into acting. It was good.
Yeah,
but also
well
something, her sister, who I'm assuming her sister, is over there at third base. They probably practiced that quite a few times.
Probably quite a few times, yeah. We'll be here to see Presbyterian take up some bats. Maybe they practice some of that right after this. back here to open up the third inning of play. Jory Hurd had a very successful first 2 innings pitching. And I believe Julie Kelly, the transfer from Kentucky, will be on the bump here for South Carolina. She opens up against Presbyterian Avery Fielden.
Bear with us. The
Second ball of the
names and the
at-bat.
numbers aren't all quite lining up, but we're figuring it out.
Yeah. Kelly now, third pitch of the at-bat. That one is hit short. Shelton, diving attempt, gets by her, and Fielden will be safe at first. For the first hit of Presbyterian's campaign here.
Absolutely. Had to get something going, and obviously wasn't going to work with Jory Hurd. Kelly's a sophomore. She was previously at Kentucky, and now will wear the garnet and black and white today, actually.
Yeah. And here's Sierra Grice here at the plate now, playing third base for Presbyterian. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Again, back to that hit from Fielden. Shelton tried to make the dive, just couldn't quite get all of it. As a bunt is hit, thrown out at first. Fielden will be safe at second.
That was a great bunt by Grice, exactly where you would want it to be when you're trying to do what she was trying to do, which was move the runner from first to second, just get some runs across the board, and she put it down right in front of that plate on the third base side, made the third baseman, Hoover Mail, come in and work for it. She still got the out, but she also did what she was supposed to do by moving that runner around.
Yeah, well executed sacrifice bunt there. Up the plate now, taking ball 1 will be Morgan Farthing out there in left field. She's seen some action so far today out there in left field, as Lexi Winters will have a chat with Julie Kelly on the mound.
Yeah, probably just to settle down, calm down. You know, this is the first time she's thrown in the circle for the Gamecocks, and she's, 1, probably a little bit hot. It's definitely toasty today. And she has sleeves on, and 2, she's probably a little bit nervous. Lexi Winters, that senior mentality, just helping her calm down a little bit.
Yeah, I'd love to see that leadership from Winters.
And she's definitely a leader for sure.
The next pitch is a little bit too high for another ball to Farthing. And 1 out here in the top of the third. And Presbyterian getting a little excited there in the dugout. Next pitch will be thrown for a strike, 2-1. And I believe the sleeves, as counterproductive as they may be, I believe it's for sweat control. A lot of these pitchers and players wear sleeves, as that will be out for ball 3.
I could see how that is, but I don't know if that would be worth it to me. I mean, I've got like barely any sleeves right now. Yeah, and they do have their wristbands, so they can call their pitches and their plays and stuff. But
as the pitch is thrown a little bit too high, and Farthing will end up on first base on the 5-pitch walk. Up at the plate now for Presbyterian will be Gracie DeCure, as Winters and Chastain Woodard will head out to the mound to have a little chat.
Yeah, definitely just trying to get her to settle back in. You know, nothing, I don't think Ashley Chastain is saying anything too serious right now. Really not trying to put any pressure on her. This is an exhibition game. But she does only, according to our sheet, if it is correct, she will only get this 1 inning, so she probably does want to make the most out of it, but I'm sure Chastain Woodard is just trying to help her calm down a little bit, bring it back down, bring it back together.
Well, yeah, you mentioned it's an exhibition game, but, I mean, Chastain Woodard treating this like it's a competitive thing here.
Absolutely.
You know, even going out, having a mound visit with runners on the base. I mean, is that kind of what you want to see at it? Do you want to ease into things a little bit more, talk about it after the game, or do you like to see that competitive from the get?
Well, I think this is all about setting the tone. If that's how she's going to play the rest of her games moving forward, then I think Ashley Chastain Woodard should act, everybody should be treating it like that, even though, some people might just say, oh, it's just Presbyterian, but it's a whole lot more than that. This is the first time Ashley Chastain Woodard has been able to see them all out there together. I think they should, go as hard as they want to, and then definitely have some conversations about it afterwards. I would love to say, have fun with the team, but I'm sure her dynamic with the team seems pretty solid already.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she can be a little bit more hard on them at times when it needs to be serious.
Yeah. And whatever she said has worked so far as 2 straight strikes from Kelly to Dakota at the plate. Third pitch of the at-bat. Contact by Dakota. Fielded, thrown to first. Oh, and a little bit off the bag. Rhodey went and grabbed it and made the tag anyways. What an amazing play from Ariana Rhodey.
Yeah, if we had a replay thing, we would be replaying that right now. Anderson scooped that up at shortstop. She came in, got it, threw it over the Rhodey, a little bit over her head, but Rhodey was able to reach up, grab it, and still put that tag down on that Presbyterian batter.
Tapped him right on the head. Up at the plate now, I believe we're back at the top of the lineup as Baxley Arnett gets contact out to center. Lelio going back, Fielden scores. Farthing also scores. And Baxley Arnett with a double RBI double. Presbyterian is right back in this one.
Oh, absolutely. They definitely just needed to get warmed up a little bit, maybe, and she took that one for a ride. Lelio was definitely not expecting it, neither was Inslee out there in left field. That went right over her head. She got it back in and played it off the wall very well. Didn't let that mess her up, but it was too late. Baxley was already at second base.
Ava Coggins back up at the plate for South Carolina. Or Presbyterian, my apologies. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Well hit, though, by Baxley, like you said.
Absolutely.
Right at the center.
Smashed out there. Straight back just about as well.
And second pitch of the bat just catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. But Julie Kelly, whatever they said in the little mound visit, it worked for that one at-bat, and then next at-bat, first pitch, Baxley just took it. As the next one is inside as well. Arnett will steal third on it.
Great heads-up base running by Arnett there. Yeah. And, I mean, Kelly's young. She's going to go up and down quite a bit until she finds her grooves and finds a bit of consistency. But I don't think Ashley Chastain Woodard is surprised seeing this right now.
Yeah, you really just don't know what you're going to get.
And with a new team, yeah, completely new team, she just needs to settle back in, get a few reps in, and then hopefully things will come together for the South Carolina team.
Yeah, the count is 3 balls, 1 strike. And Presbyterian going to take time over at third. I believe Arnett might be having an equipment issue. They're going to sub in a pinch runner actually over at third. And Presbyterian try to make the most of this opportunity here. Again, back to that pitch was kind of a dropped ball. As that one hits right back at Kelly, fields it, gets the out at first, and gets out of the inning before the runs could score. Well played there by Kelly. Thought it was going to fumble there for a second, but she recovered and made the play.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a hard hit ball, and it came right in at her shins, which is kind of a hard place to get to, and it also rattles you a little bit, but she was able to just at least knock it down enough that she could get control over it, pick it back up, and get it over to Rhodey at first base. It was a great job, and showed that she not only can pitch in the circle, but she can also play defense in the circle, which is something really valuable in pitchers, obviously.
Yeah, and definitely dealing with a little bit of pressure there as well. You know, again, like you said, it's your first outing, new team, it's exhibition, but it's still like you want to prove. You want to prove that you can play ball a little bit, and you know, runner on third to be able to make that play. And I tell you what, as a pitcher, how does it affect you when you get a wild pitch or a pass ball that, you know, moves the runner into scoring position? What is that kind of pressure like?
Absolutely, it definitely puts you down, and once you now have the runner at third, you've let a ball go by, she goes from second to third, you don't have any more room to mess up. If it gets passed again, especially with the backstop here at South Carolina, there's a good chance that runner is going to take home. So you just feel like you have no other room to mess up, and especially with her already having walked a batter and having Ashley Chastain come out and talk to her about some of those balls. I'm sure she had a lot of pressure on her, especially, you know, in that moment, though. I think she was able to make up for some of that and show that she could play that defense. And if she wouldn't have been able to make that play at first, there would have been another run on the board for Presbyterian here. So
yeah. And here at the bottom of the third, Quincy Lilia will be able to plate. And she was up at the end of the last inning, but I believe Shea Anderson was thrown out at third on the double steal attempt by South Carolina. So Lilio facing a new face on the mound, though. Avery Robinson will take over for Kylie Rast as for Presbyterian's pitching duties. And Robinson from Akron, Ohio. I think there's another pretty good athlete out there from Akron, Ohio.
And I know who it is, but I cannot think of it. Who is it?
He's pretty good. He's a basketball player. Like, who's the first basketball player you think of when you just think of any basketball player?
LeBron James.
It's LeBron James.
Okay. I knew Akron sounded familiar, but I'm not
Yep.
big on baseball. I do know LeBron James.
So Lilio takes that one for a ball 2. Yeah, I think he built a school out there. He's from there, went to high school there. And that pitch will be just a little bit high. 3 balls to Lilio. And we talked about it, not a huge power hitter, but these pitchers, they just pitch around her.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you give her anything slightly in her zone, she's going to find a way to make something out of it.
Yeah.
She's really great at that.
She'll take a 4-pitch walk.
And she's
Find
most of the
herself
time
on
not ever going to swing at something if it is not in her zone. It's not what she wants. She's very controlled at the plate. Like I said, it's great for a leadoff batter because you get to see as many pitches as possible for the rest of the lineup. But she will not swing if it is a ball.
Very disciplined.
She's very good about that. Yeah, very
Carly
disciplined.
Shelton will come up to the plate here. First pitch high. And they're playing third base in a little bit. I believe that's Sierra Grice. They're watching for the potential bunt, trying to move Lilio over to second. The score is 3-2 now. South Carolina leads. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here in the third. That one will just clip the outside edge of the plate. There's strike 2.
343 batting average last season for Shelton. She's also 3 for 3 on stolen bases.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
And the pitch from Robinson. Gets it on the end of the bat, will go foul. Shelton stays alive.
She also led the whole team in hits and runs. She had 58 runs and 68 hits
How about
last
that?
year.
Would like to continue that streak here. The pitch, hit high to second base, and she will be out. Again, making up for the play earlier. I believe that's Hallie Duke over there at second.
Good job for Kylie getting around the umpire there. He was kind of in the worst position he could have been. He was already standing there before the ball was hit, but he eventually scooted out the way, and she was able to make the catch.
An awkward spot there,
Yeah.
right between the grass and the infield. As that will be strike 1 now. Made a substitution. I can't quite tell who's at the plate.
Try to see if I can get around to see the number. I don't think I can.
And ball 1. And 1 out. Lilio over on first.
She won't swing and turn her back.
Might be Tori Ensley over there. And had a very quick at bat last time. It is Tori Ensley. Hit to third. Can't quite field it. And she will be safe. Lilio's safe at second off the well-hit ball from Ensley.
Yeah, that one was absolutely laced off the end of Ensley's bat there.
As Sierra Grice couldn't quite reel in the heater. Coming up to the plate, Ariana Rhodey.
It's not who you want to see in the batter's box when you have 2 runners on and you're already down.
Not at all. She's already got a double or a 2-run home run in the first at bat. As that pitch will be pitched outside.
Very outside.
If you're going to pitch around Lilio and she doesn't hit home runs, what are you supposed to do against her?
Yeah, against our, you might as well just throw all of them way outside. Load up the bases, maybe have some easier plays to make. I don't know.
Barry Bonds intentional walk here.
Ooh.
It's a slow off-speed pitch will be taken for strike 1.
That was a really nice changeup by Avery Robinson, and we haven't really seen it too much yet today in her inning, but maybe that one's just the one she got actually slowed down quite enough.
It caught
we
him
don't
off
have
guard
the
that
miles
time.
per hour, so.
Yeah, I'm going to put that one at about 63.
Yeah. I would say maybe even lower.
Oh, that one hit to shallow center field. Ooh. Amazing catch made. Throw to second. Lelio just slides back, and she will be safe. What a great catch made by Ava Coggins out there in center field.
Yeah, Ava Coggins, wow. She really came in for that one, had to lay out for that. Almost got Lelio over there at second, but Lelio was able to dive and get back in time. But it was a great play by Coggins. Great heads up.
Yeah, you almost had the double play. But 2 outs still. Lexi Winters up the plate here for South Carolina. First pitch way outside. Again, Lelio on second and Tori Ensley over at first. Lexi Winters looking for that first hit.
Lexi Winters had 53 RBIs last year. Could add a few more onto there.
Second pitch will be just a bit outside again. 2 balls, no strikes.
6 home runs for Winters as well. Got a few big bats. Shelton had 4 home runs. Winters had 6.
There's that changeup again coming in for a strike. That one clocked in at 64 miles per hour.
Is that a fact, or that's your? Or is that an estimate?
Okay. If I'm saying it, it's a fact.
Okay. We got a speed gun down there, but I don't know where it's going to because it's not telling us. Yeah.
As a catcher will call a timeout. Looks like there's a pitch comm issue.
They keep passing around these little, looks like Apple Watches. Yeah. Is that how they're doing there?
So, yes, it's not an actual, like in baseball. They have a little speaker in the hat. In softball, they have these little Apple Watch things. The catcher will put in what pitch, and then that will be sent to the pitcher. It'll say, you know, fastball, and then also have a location for it.
Interesting.
Pitcher can just take a look at the little screen on the Apple Watch and throw it on in.
Yeah, that was
just a bit outside. But they give it to some of the other fielders too, so the other fielders know what pitch is coming, maybe what they can expect.
Where to maybe expect the ball on, depending on the location of the pitch. That's interesting. Definitely nothing like that when I played softball. We had the things on our arms like South Carolina still does, it seems.
That pitch will be taken high. Full count here for Winters. Yeah, technology has advanced a little bit. When I played baseball, which was, I believe, 4th grade, 5th grade.
4th grade.
We also did not have that.
Yeah. That would have been pretty cool if you did.
I was fouled off from Winters. Yeah, but I mean, I could tell where the ball was coming off the bat anyway, so I didn't really need it.
Yeah, right. Well, in 4th grade, it was probably not moving too fast, right?
No, not quite. Full count. Here's the pitch. Winters gets a hold of it to right center field.
Oh.
And Coggins can't quite make the play. Lelio scores. Ensley scores. And a 2-run RBI double there from Lexi Winters puts the Gamecocks up 5-2.
That was a great smash by Lexi Winters, and then good timing to get Ensley and the other Lelio home. But I thought Coggins in center field had it. I thought she was there.
She was close.
She had her glove extended out under it, and it looked like it floated just right above her glove and hit the ground.
Yeah, it just kind of tailed off a little bit.
She did have some good backup by Dakota coming around and backing her up, expecting her to drop the ball.
Yeah. As Tate Davis up the plate for South Carolina. Chastain Woodard will make a pinch runner substitution thrown in. Lexi Shaver subbing in for Lexi Winters to be the runner on second. And Shaver's one of these Kennesaw State transfers.
Yep, she's a redshirt junior, and she played 53 and started 52 games for Kennesaw State last year.
Yeah, as that pitch is fouled off by Davis. Kennesaw State Owls, I believe.
I believe so. Quite a few of Kennesaw State transfers.
Yeah. Davis
Emma Friedel.
Pitch hit over to shortstop, thrown over to first, and that will end the inning of a great throw from Baxley Arnett. Gamecocks, after doing some more damage thanks to Lexi Winters, up 5-2. We'll be back for the top of the 4th right after this. back for the top of the fourth as that one will be popped up right to Shea Anderson over at first, or over at short rather, for the first out of the inning. Again, subbing in for the pitching duties will be
Ainsley Bennett.
Ainsley Bennett, yes, from Somerville, South Carolina.
We are actually from the same place.
Oh, how about that? A lot of people from Olivia Wilds, our social media manager from Somerville, as that one is hit. Overmail to throw over to Ariana Rodi at first, makes the play.
Ainsley Bennett is making quick work of this.
I didn't want to say it, but
Yeah.
I'm doing the math here. 2 pitches.
Yeah, 2 outs. That's pretty good. I like that. I think I believe I played against her older sister in high school, who went to CSU.
Oh, how about that?
I never had to hit against Ainsley though, because I don't think that would work out very well for me.
Avery
It's a good
Robinson
rise.
now in the box for Presbyterian. Just pitched last inning as the heater is taken for strike 1. The pitch from Bennett. It's got a lot of mustard on it.
Yeah.
Probably looking to get some control there. What is your scouting report on Bennett now that you have the first-hand experience?
Well, from what I know about her, I mean, she led, I believe in her junior year of high school, she led the Somerville softball team to a perfect season.
Really?
In a state championship. They didn't lose a single game.
Wow.
So pretty impressive. I know she's pretty good. And I know she, like you said, she's got a lot of mustard, maybe not as much keeping it between the mustard and mayo, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She got a lot of gas on there, but might need to find that location. But like you were saying, with Sam Gress now here on the pitching staff.
That one is popped up and Overmail will make the third out of the inning. I believe that was a 6-pitch inning there for Bennett. Pretty good start there.
She said it's too hot out here. I'm not staying out here all day. I'm going to make this nice and quick.
We got to get up and out of here.
Yeah, I think she has a lot of speed. Maybe just needs to find the control a little bit better. But she's young. She's a freshman. Yeah, freshman this year.
True freshman.
True freshman. And I know she has a lot of talent. I know she's been working for this for a long time. But maybe just need to find a little bit of control. But I'm sure that she'll find success here with Ashley Chastain, Woodard, Sam Gress, so many people to help her out. And she has a long time. She has a while to get there.
Yeah, I mean, even on the roster themselves, Jory Hurd, Neely Lamb, I've seen a couple of years of softball themselves. They've been in those high-pressure situations. Ainsley Bennett's right where she wants to be.
Yeah, for a freshman, oh my gosh, yes.
If I could pull up the scores, I would, but I believe that NFL football is kicking off week 4 now. How's your fantasy football team doing?
I'm actually kind of mad that you asked me about that because you know how it's going, and it's not going good. It's not going good. Joe Burrow was my quarterback. Now the turf toe debacle is going on, so I got in Herbert, so that should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great week 1. I'm a big Herbert guy.
I'm going to try to drop, I missed the drop and change all that stuff on last Tuesday. I'm going to try to drop Joe this week and get the Colts quarterback because they're on the come up. The Colts are on the
Jones,
yeah. I'm riding with them. I love their new owner. I love all the stuff she's doing down there on the field with them, and I believe in them.
Yeah. We'll see how it ends up. So I got one of those struggling fantasy football teams too, but we'll just head back to the main event here as Alyssa Overmail started at the bottom of the 4th here for South Carolina.
And we have another number 15 pitching.
Yes, that's Robinson.
Yeah, their website doesn't line up, but it's okay. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, those websites will get you as first pitch is taken for a ball by Overmail.
Ooh, that one had a pop on it.
On deck is Jamie McKay. South Carolina's maybe hoping to extend their lead a little bit. Strike 1 there to Overmail.
Definitely could use some padding. 3 runs is really not that much.
No, especially non-softball.
Things can change very quickly. Softball moves a lot faster than baseball.
Yes. Again, that will be strike 2. Count is 2-2 now to Overmail. No out so far in the inning. Overmail gets a hold of it to shallow right.
Ooh.
And that is Hallie Duke, I believe, able to make the play, the second baseman, and out there almost had a little bit of a crash, but avoided any serious conflict.
Yeah, if the numbers are correct, that actually is Sabrina Rose that's out there in right field now, who was coming in towards Duke. Just
Yes.
a little bit of communication there probably would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Duke was able to make the play, but it was looking like it was going to be a collision there for a minute.
It was rough as McKay takes the first pitch for a ball. Yeah,
So you asked me about what I thought this team was going to get, where I thought they were going to go. What's your ceiling for this team this year, you think?
Well, they made the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
They were one game away from making it to College World Series, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they had the Supers here.
Made it to Supers.
Yeah.
Hosted right here in beautiful Columbia, South
Yeah,
Carolina.
even got to host. It's crazy.
Yeah, to be a good enough team to not only make it to regionals, but to host.
Host is
amazing. As McKay is
it's a big
seeing
jump
3-0 count right now. Yeah, so again, expectations are always tricky, moving from one year for the next, especially in college. I think playoffs is an expectation, as McKay takes strike one. I think to make it to Super Regionals is an expectation. Maybe, I don't know if I'd say hosting it is the expectation. I'd say, depending on how South Carolina, as McKay will take a walk, which will bring up Shay Anderson to the plate. Depending on how South Carolina kind of starts the first couple games of the season, how they start SEC play, I don't think it's crazy to expect them to be in the College World Series.
I agree.
And last time they made it, I believe, was 1997, if I'm reading our back wall correct. They made it in 83, made it 89, made it in 97, which would make it this 2026 season. So that would be about 29 years.
Yeah, 29 years. That would be, and looking around at the stadium right now, obviously the seats aren't filled for this Sunday exhibition game, but there are quite a bit of people here, more than I thought there would be. You know, they've built up a fan base in Columbia, and they're now one of these teams that the Columbia community comes together for and loves to just come out and spend their Saturdays or Sundays at Beckham Field.
As a steal attempt here will be safe. Again, while we were talking, had a substitution there. Pinch runner for South Carolina.
We don't have a 5.
And not on the website either.
Yep.
Safe by South Carolina, number 5.
Number 5 is safe. We're not sure what her name is, but
she's good. She's fast.
She runs very fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
As Shay Anderson takes that pitch for a ball. 2-1, 1 out. Yes, I guess. Historically, South Carolina's had a lot of success.
Mm-hmm.
And SEC play is just tough. As that one's hit pretty good out to left. Tracking back to make the play is Morgan Farthing. Able to get the out, will hold South Carolina number 5 to second.
That's a really hard ball to get to. You know, she's having to run for the ball, and it's on this side of her, so she has to reach out her opposite hand over her shoulder. That's a hard one to make, and she made it. She did pretty good getting over there.
That was a little Jalen Kilgore track back, turn the hips, cornerback play.
Drop step, turn the hips, get back.
As Kai Byers takes the first pitch for strike 1. 2 outs now. Runner on second. Avery Robinson doing pretty good here in the bottom of the 4th. As that one is fouled off for strike 2. Yes, so South Carolina, let's just talk SEC tournament before we even get to Women's College World Series. Give me a percentage chance that South Carolina makes it to the championship or even wins the SEC tournament, if that's crazy to say.
Makes it to the tournament.
Hit to shortstop. And safe is Byers as she runs it out. Again, the throw over from Arnett, not quite in time. Runners on first and third here as Quincy Lelio comes up to the plate. 2 outs.
Like you said, I think making it to the tournament is an expectation. I think making it to the championship of the SEC tournament, I would say we have about, this is before I've seen them, you know, we're playing Presbyterian. I would love to say, you know, I would love to see them play Oklahoma right now and then tell you what I
attempt
think.
there from Byers. Safe, it's thrown over, and number 5 comes in and scores for South Carolina. Again, the double steal. This time it worked in their favor.
Their favor, yeah. Not sure what they changed. Maybe we got somebody else behind the plate here. Maddie Wood is now catching for Presbyterian.
Yeah, again, that first time Logan Grice had a heck of a throw down to second. That one over
a little bit high.
Arnett's head, yeah.
Still impressive for Arnett to at least be able to knock it down. If that gets even farther past second base, then even more of a problem on your hands. So good for her to knock it down. Making it to the championship, I'll say 70 to 75% chance.
Yeah.
Winning it.
Lelio hits one to second, and that will be the inning. As we were saying, Dakota Morris's percentage chance that South Carolina wins the SEC is
100% makes it to the tournament. 75% makes it to the championship. 70% chance we make it to the championship. Win it. I'm going to be optimistic and say 45% chance we win it.
Hey, you heard it here first. Go ahead, check the math for yourself. We're going to do some math ourselves here, make sure everything's right. We'll check in with you right after this. Here we are in the top of the 5th here. South Carolina Gamecocks currently lead Presbyterian 6-2 on the mound now. Throwing strike 1 for South Carolina, none other than Emma Friedel. There's strike 2 from Friedel. Tell me a little bit about Emma Friedel. What's her deal?
Well, she's a junior. She is another one of those Kennesaw State transfers. She has 7 wins for Kennesaw State last year, 132 strikeouts, 3.42 ERA, and she pitched 127 innings for them. So I imagine that she has quite a bit of experience. She played 31 games and started 17 of them. So I'm sure she's going to be a big part of this this pitching staff for South Carolina, being a junior and having a little bit more experience.
Yep, they've got quite the rotation here as that one is fouled off by Audrey Burton at the plate for Presbyterian. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 blue bows in her ponytail, looks like.
Hey, look good, play good,
Look
Pflugi.
good, play good, eh?
Look good, play good.
You know it, you know it. 1-2, here's the pitch. A little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So she's got more bows than Presbyterian has hits, dare I say that. Still early in this one.
Not dare you say that would be true for right now.
After
2 hits and 2 errors for Presbyterian, 2 runs, 2-2-2.
Yeah, how about it? Angel numbers, I believe, and there's the swinging strike 3 from Emma Friedel as She gets things started off hot here. It was actually drop strike 3 thrown out at first, but.
Lexi Winter's so behind the plate for South Carolina. Emma Friedel, don't know if we'll be seeing her in the batter's box much, but if we do, she hits lefty.
How about that?
Interesting.
Okay. Pitch is righty.
Pitch is righty, but hits lefty.
Don't see that. Maybe she's saving her arm. Maybe
she does look like she could be a power hitter. I can see that.
Yeah. Could be a sneaky power there. Sneaky pop, I believe they call that.
Some sneaky pop.
Avery Fielden now at the plate for Presbyterian. 1 strike, 1 out. That'd be a good name for like a popcorn brand.
Sneaky pop,
that you sell at baseball games. And there's strike 2 from Friedel.
If you also need any marketing ideas, you can hit us up for that as well.
Yeah. I'm full of them. I know you've got some great ideas too.
Yes, I do. Please ask for my resume.
As that one will be first ball, the at bat. The Fielden checks the time on her watch and heads back into the batter's box. Didn't see that. So she's wearing that little watch we were talking about earlier.
I'm assuming also.
So that one's hit right up the middle, fielded and thrown out. Carly Shelton there to make the play for South Carolina. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
I believe that is Presbyterian's head coach over at third base, David Williams, and he's got a tablet in his hand, so I'm assuming they're also using the watches for batting signs and things like that as well. So they're checking her watches, and he's using his little tablet.
Okay. They're really taking the signs out of baseball as Sierra Grice comes in the batter's box. And to think that if Jose Altuve had just covered up his tracks a little bit better, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
If Jose Altuve hadn't done it, then somebody else would have. You know, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, I believe that Houston Astros are actually leading the AL West last time I checked. If they're not leading, they're probably going to make the playoffs. They got Carlos Correa back on the roster now as well, so we'll see
I'm a Braves
if they
fan.
can do anything.
Hasn't been so good this season.
I tell you, I think Ronald Acuna might be the best player in baseball. As a big strike 3 there from number 13, Emma Friedel. Emma Friedel might be the best player in softball right now, I'll tell you that. As that will put down Presbyterian's attempts for the top of the 5th. Score 6-2. Again, South Carolina's got 6 hits, but again, those 2 fielding errors we talked about earlier, kind of could argue induced by South Carolina's power again. Just can't quite field some of those balls coming in at, 85, 90, 95 miles an hour.
Yeah, especially when you're playing first or third and, you're right down the line. It's going to come in quick, and maybe Presbyterian's not quite used to that kind of power coming off the bat. Definitely going to be an adjustment for them and has been this game. But it's still not out of the way for Presbyterian right now. It's not out of reach.
Not at all. Anything can happen in softball, and they've even got an extra inning. We're playing 10 innings today.
They have 3 extra innings today.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, this is softball, not baseball.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, they're playing a lot today. This is a lot for softball. But like I said earlier, softball moves quick. So we're in the bottom of the 5th right now.
You mentioned some adjustments from Presbyterian. They're making another one here. Peyton Duncan, the senior from North Carolina, to take up pitching duties now for Presbyterian. She'll face off against Carly Shelton in the batter's box.
She had a 3.68 ERA last year, 123 strikeouts, 163.2 innings pitched, 12 wins and 14 losses for the Blue Hose, 11 walks on the season.
Shelton fires one down the first base line, just barely goes foul. Had some zip on that.
Yeah, there's that power we were talking about, that little woo.
Yeah.
That one.
You could feel that one.
Far, yeah. And the sound was very nice. I hope our Nat mic picked that up for everybody at home because it sounded good. I'm not sure what kind of bat that is, but definitely one of those nice ones with a lot of pop in it.
Oh, yeah, it's a big bat. Pitch from Duncan. Just off the tip of that nice bat. Over to third, thrown, and out is Shelton. And play made by Sierra Grice over there at third. No, I believe
didn't
they
quite
made a
happen.
substitution. I believe that is Hallie Duke, who was playing second earlier, moved over to third. Thrown across the diamond to get Shelton out. Again, kind of good sequencing there from Peyton Duncan. Threw the fast one early. She liked it, got a hold of it, and then pulled the string and induced a little bit of soft contact there.
Yeah, absolutely. She made Shelton really get out in front of that one, so she couldn't make that solid contact, and it just kind of bobbled off the end of her bat.
As Tori Ensley takes that for ball one.
Tori Ensley looks a little bit like Sam Gress down there.
You think so? As she hits one over to second. Oh, and it gets by second. She's thinking about a double. Tori Ensley will take her single off a big bouncer with a lot of speed over there. Gets by the second baseman. I believe that's Audrey Burton.
I think it's
Couldn't
Emma
quite corral it.
Yanes now. She's number 2, right? That's what I saw.
Yes.
Oh.
We've got a lot of names here from a lot
All
of
the
different
names,
sources
all
here.
the numbers are not right. Yeah, that was Audrey Burton. She got ate up by that one a little bit. Tried to let the hop come to her instead of getting on top of that hop, and it ate her up in the shoulder area here, and she got right over her.
It did. And in the meantime, this player Ariana Rhodey now at the plate. She's got a home run earlier today. Couldn't quite get the power hit off of a great catch made by Ava Coggins, the second at-bat, but here she is for her third at-bat in the bottom of the fifth.
It's always fun when Ariana Rhodey steps in the batter's box. You know something's good's going to happen.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on who you're rooting for, how much fun you have when Rhodey's in the box.
All these blue shirts over here are probably not that happy to see it.
The Presbyterian faithful have showed up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the pitch.
Ooh.
And will be a strike. Rhodey thought she might have had a walk. Instead, the count will be 3-1. 1 out here so far. And the pitch. Stealing attempt from Ensley. Good throw, but not quite in time, and Ensley will be safe at second. Will be ball 4. Rhodey will take her base over at first, and Lexi Winters off of a huge RBI double she just had last at bat. Looking to keep the momentum rolling here with 2 runners on base. And they will put in a pinch runner for Ariana Rhodey at first. I believe that is
Precious
probably
Bross.
the best name on the team.
Yep. Yeah, what a name.
Well, I'm just going to call it the Precious Boss.
Precious Boss is on first base.
Yes, it is Bross.
And that's Maddie Wood behind the plate for the Blue Hose. That was a great throw by her, just not quite in time.
Yeah, good throw. Just a lot of speed there from Ensley. We talked about her playing left field for Vincent last year. Vincent had a lot of that speed. Looks like Ensley's picking up right where she left off.
Absolutely.
That one hit by Winters out to right. We're going foul towards her, but it will be caught. Thrown in, and that will be the second out of the inning. That was Gracie DeCurr on the catch, going to foul territory to make the play.
I don't understand the number system we have going on here.
Oh, yeah, and there's exhibition games, so there's a lot of substitutions.
A lot of in and out, yeah.
And then nobody updates their website anymore, because why would they do that?
Well, they think it's not softball season.
There's the hit. Just gets over Burton there at short now. Throw to the plate. Sliding safe is Ensley. And there's an RBI for, I believe, that is Tate Davis. Nice little piece of hitting. Blooper right over the shortstop. And Ensley with a little bit of speed. Safe at home.
Yeah, easily safe at home on that one. Right over the shortstop.
I believe Alyssa Hovermill now up at the plate for South Carolina. And Precious Bross on second. Davis over at first. Score after that hit is 7-2. And hit high from Hovermill. Second base going back to make the grab, and that will end the inning. South Carolina extends their lead 7-2. We'll see you for the top of the 6th. we are for the 6th inning of play here at beautiful Beckham Field. Don't talk about it enough, but a great little skyline here in the background, the Beckham Field. And
football stadium.
In the middle of it all, yeah, beautiful Williams-Bryce. But happening in the softball stadium for right now, we've got Farthing up at the plate for South Carolina, for Presbyterian. Apologies. She's been doing a lot for them so far, making a couple plays on defense, had a couple hits on offense as well. I believe she has one of the 2 runs that Presbyterian scored so far, as Emma Friedel still on the mound for her. Will be ball 1.
Emma Friedel is still on the mound, but we now have Jamie McKay, one of those Ole Miss transfers, behind the plate catching for her.
Yeah, again, that was Lexi Winters, who had a great RBI earlier, as that will be first strike. Lexi Winters, a staple of this team. You mentioned her leadership abilities. What are some of the other leaders on this team that you expect to step into that role this season?
Definitely Joy Hurd as well.
As that one's hit right to center. Play is made by Tori Ensley in center.
Oh, wow.
Quincy Lilio moved to left, Ensley in center. Able to track back and make the catch for first out of the inning.
Quincy Lilio is who I was going to mention next. She's, I feel like, definitely a leader for this team. She's a redshirt senior, so she's had quite a few years playing college ball, and she's just a great leader at the top of the lineup and just for the whole team.
Absolutely. There's a Gracie DeCurr, tries to get a little slap hit there.
Oh, she'll be over in left field now. Lilio is.
Yeah.
Or an easily just nice switch. Ensley, I'm sorry.
It's all good. I forgive you.
Thank you very much. I hope Tori Ensley and her family do as well. I doubt that they're watching. If you are, hello, Tori Ensley family.
So that will be strike 2 to Gracie DeCurr at the plate. 1 out so far.
Gracie DeCurr, also from the same area as myself and Ainsley Bennett.
Yeah. And Olivia Wilds,
yep,
our social media manager. And
Gracie DeCurr went to Berkeley High School, another one of those softball teams I never wanted to play in high school. Them in Somerville were our arch nemesis? Enemies?
Nemesi.
There are nemesi.
As that one is fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes here. So this Somerville softball, is that a real thing now?
Yeah. Well, Berkeley's always been pretty good. So is Somerville, but Somerville's kind of, I think, shut everybody down. Shout out to the Stratford Knights. That was my team. Not sure how they're faring this last season, but
and maybe they'll get some transfers or something.
Yeah.
As that one is hit right into left center field. Ensley communicating and making the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
It's a great job for Ensley to try to step up and be a leader out there, especially with Lilio still out there in left field. But she called her off. She knew what she wanted, and she made it work. She's also a junior, though this is her first year with South Carolina. She is still a junior. She still does have a bit of experience under her belt, so she might be one of the leaders emerging this year as well.
Yeah, we shall see. And at the plate now for Presbyterian will be Baxley Arnett. She's responsible for the 2 runs that Presbyterian scored thus far. The nice little double RBI double in the 3rd. Trying to build off something here with 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch will be low for ball 2. And Emma Friedel still up at the plate, grabbing a handful of dirt, get a little better grip. Yeah, they don't really use the chalk bag as much. I believe
rosin bags?
Yes.
Not as much, really. Mostly, football players mostly just go for the dirt.
Yeah. That will be ball 3. 3-0 count.
I believe she still does have one, though, back there.
You know, I think it was Sam Gress last year, I want to say, would bring her own rosin bag out to the mound, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe in a hotter day when they're sweating a little bit more or something like that.
And that will be a 4-pitch walk to Arnett. as Emma Friedel is looking back at Ava Coggins now. And 2 outs in the inning. Runner on first. Overmail's pitched in a little bit to try to stop the steal. And strike 1 to Coggins. You talked about it earlier. It's not sold out by any means, but these fans are making noise.
Absolutely. They're up. They're ready. They're excited to be back here at Beckham Field to watch some South Carolina softball.
And the check swing by Coggins will be called a strike. 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The pitch outside, trying to get Coggins to chase a little bit there.
Sorry, I'm looking around trying to see who all is here from the class. I was wondering if our sports director Xander was here, like you said.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere.
Somewhere in the ether, and there's strike 3 from Friedel.
She was able to find it there.
About it. Beautiful pitch in there from Friedel. She'll most likely be done for the day, and well done job overall. Well done job. She'll looking to be an addition to this team again. Let's visit the pitching a little bit again. Hurd, is going to be good from last year. Bennett didn't really see a whole lot of her, but she had 6 pitches in an inning and got out of it all right.
Yep.
Friedel's looking to make an impact here. Neely Lamb we'll see later in the day. We've got Josie Marin coming up next inning for the South Carolina Gamecocks, and Julia Kelly earlier today struggled a little bit. What would you like to see out of Kelly and Marin and just these new pitchers in general as they find their ways into Columbia, South Carolina?
Like we were talking about with Joy Hurd and Neely Lamb and Sam Gress, they all kind of had their own jobs last season, and I'd like to see something like that work out again. For this pitching staff, everybody find their group, their job. Like Ainsley Bennett, maybe she's someone that, yes, the other teams can get their bat on the ball, but it's usually going to be a pretty good out for your defense, a pretty easy out for your defense, so maybe that'll be her job. Even when they just need outs, got nothing going, they could put her in. Kelly, I'd like to see, like I said earlier, a little bit more control for her in the circle, and maybe she can just rein it in a little bit. Like you said, she's young. This is her first time pitching for South Carolina. It's her first time stepping out into that circle in front of all of the South Carolina fans here. So I'd just like to see her settle in, and Hurd and Lamb lead the group naturally, and maybe Marion can come in with maybe a little bit more gas, somebody that just has straight up heat down the middle.
As Jamie McKay for South Carolina threads the needle and gets a base hit. That one went right past third and shortstop into left field. And Jamie McKay opens things up for the Gamecocks here in the 6th. Shea Anderson at the plate now. Oh, and they will put in a pinch runner here for McKay over at first. That'll be Ania McKnight, the Flash.
The Flash, indeed.
The Flash.
She's that go-to for South Carolina, their pinch runner, and I'm sure she'll steer right here.
Yeah, really checking the time on the watch here. The pitch. A little bit low and in for ball 1.
And Nia McKnight's going to wait. Well, she gets a little whisper from the first base coach there. Maybe not.
Yeah, Peyton Duncan still on the mound here for Presbyterian. Maybe she knows McKnight's stealing. Maybe you just try to throw fastballs, get the ball to the plate quick. And Shea Anderson sends that one out to right.
Ooh.
Can't quite make the play, but it will be a foul ball. And I believe that is Sabrina Rose out there for Presbyterian, trying to track down that one. Sent high up there to right field into foul territory. Dove for it, couldn't quite come down with it.
That was a good effort by Sabrina Rose. She really laid out for that one and went all out for it, even though it was in foul territory, but she couldn't quite keep it in her glove on the way down.
And Nia McKnight going for the steal, and she will be safe. And a good throw down there from, I believe that's Molly Matas at the plate for Presbyterian, but McKnight's speed is just something to beware. Now, as Is that going to be a little bit of a tell later in the season when teams have figured out, oh, 22's got wheels?
Hopefully, since they didn't seem like they figured it out last season. Like I said, Nia McKnight she's 5 for 5 on stolen bases last season, so doesn't seem like they knew it last season. Maybe they'll just be more prepared. Maybe it'll be a tell, but it seemed to work out for them last year, and I don't know why it wouldn't now. She's probably only faster than she was before.
As Shea Anderson will take that one for strike 2. Full count to Anderson. That one looked a little high, little outside, just caught the corner of the strike zone. Full count here, no outs. And swinging strike 3. And Duncan will get the K on Anderson. I believe that's the first strikeout of the day for South Carolina.
I believe so as well.
First one I can remember. But a well-placed pitch there from Duncan. Right on the lower outside part of the plate. Gets a swing. Kai Byers now, the lefty, up at the plate. And then you got Nia McKnight over on second. First pitch swing from Byers out to left. And will be an out. McKnight stays at second. 2 outs here in the inning. I believe that's Avery Fielden out there and left, making a play.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
Up at the plate now, Quincy Lelio. 2 outs. McKnight on second. Pinched corners for the defense, trying to stop a bunt or a slap hit. People at home who may not know what a slap hit is, what is a slap hit?
It's going to be kind of hard to explain it without doing it myself, but...
Well, do it yourself. Let's see what you got.
Okay, well, let me preface this. I was not a slapper in high school. Everybody seems to think that I was, but I wasn't.
That's up ball 2 to Lelio.
For a slapper...
strike 1, rather.
We're going to be taking steps towards the pitcher as we go to make that hit in order to get in that running position as quick as possible. And also, a lot of the times with slappers, they're not trying to put it anywhere, over the fence. Maybe just bloop it over somebody's head in the infield or chop it down somewhere in the infield, which it looks pretty dry out there today, even though we had a little bit of rain earlier in the week in South Carolina, so I don't know how the field is feeling. But if it's really dry, Lelio would be great for her to try to run up, get the chop down, make it go over someone, mess them up on that hop, and
1-2 pitch here to Lelio.
Just quickly get to first.
Yeah.
Went for it there, but didn't swing.
Yeah, 2-2 count. Took the ball again. A big thing you'll see with slap hitters, they'll start running before they even hit the ball.
Yeah. She's just trying to get something on the ground and get on base. It's all Lelio's job is, and as a slapper.
Low. Taken for ball 3. Full count to Lelio. 2 outs. McKnight on second.
Should probably stand back and just hit this one regularly.
Goes for the slap, gets a piece of it into shallow center. Play is made for the 3rd out of the inning. And Presbyterian retires the side without adding any more damage. Score is still 7-2. South Carolina will be back for the 7th inning right after this. we're back. South Carolina making a pitching substitution. Josie Marin on the bump now for the Gamecocks. She'll face off against Hallie Duke for Presbyterian.
Josie Marion's a senior transfer from Mississippi State, originally from Wexford, Pennsylvania.
I believe so.
She had 36 strikeouts last year, and that's about all the information I could find. Pitched 50.2 innings.
Yeah, ready to, again, be a part of the South Carolina pitching rotation and
Find her
make an
spot
impact
in it.
here. It's a 1-1 count so far. That one fouled off down the third base line. So South Carolina making some defensive substitutions as well. Again, last inning, Jamie McKay came in for catcher. I believe that is Natalie Heath over at third for South Carolina. Alyssa Hovermill will take a seat. An exhibition game here. Coach Chastain Woodard trying to see what she's got from some of these new players, transfers and freshmen, and also some returners last year. Heath had a couple at-bats last year where she showed up when they needed them. Maybe she's trying to be an impact here, potential DH. We'll just have to see. 2-2 is a count.
Yeah, Heath finished off the year last year with the 282 batting average.
That one hit back to center. Ensley looking for it, and she finds it for the first out of the inning. Yeah, Heath definitely had a little bit of an impact there.
Oh, absolutely. Probably looking to move into a bigger role this year, too, I would assume. 3.82 on-base percentage.
And not too shabby at all. It's also Tate Davis will take over at shortstop for Shea Anderson. There's the pitch from Marin for strike one. Over the plate will be Blair Darby, first baseman for Presbyterian. Rocking the tank top, rolled up sleeves look.
She's going to have a really nice tan line later.
That pitch just caught the inside part of the plate for strike two.
Blair Darby, also a little bit of a local from Spartanburg.
Yeah.
Went to Dorman High School.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Well, according to their website, we don't know how reliable the website is, but that's what the website said.
Whose website's reliable anymore?
Yeah.
That one hit right to the glove of Natalie Heath over at third. Quick reflexes to get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great reflexes by Heath over there. I don't even think she knew she caught it because she kept running forward like she was about to make a play.
Look what I found,
Yeah.
Natalie Heath. Well done.
That's how you have to be as a third baseman, though. A lot of hard line drivers are coming down that third base line. You just got to be ready to get in your glove and not in your face, hopefully.
that is the plan.
Yep.
As Logan Grice, who started off the game at catcher for Presbyterian, will pick up a bat. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Contact over to Heath at third. Throw across the diamond for the third out of the inning.
Another easy play for Heath there.
And I was going to comment on it, but the current catcher for Presbyterian, Molly Matas, was up at the on-deck circle with the shin guards on.
She was ready. She knew what was about to happen.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say that she didn't have faith that her team got a hit. She's just prepared, just in case.
She just didn't want to have to worry about it later. She totally thought that they were going to. She was just being prepared.
And now, look, you can warm up a little bit more with your pitchers.
And you don't have to send somebody, extra out there.
I believe they will make a pitching substitution. Will the Blue Hose of Presbyterian, Grace Kelly from Mitchell, Georgia, coming in here, number 13. Trying to limit the damage so far, give Presbyterian a chance here, bottom of the 7th. I just realized we're technically in the 7th inning stretch now.
Yeah, we are, and it makes a lot of sense that Presbyterian would bring in Grace Kelly because historically last year she played that relief role for Presbyterian. She played 22 games, but only started 6 of them. She was usually used as a relief pitcher, so it makes sense that she's being put in now to kind of start rounding out this game. And even though it is the 7th and it would usually be over, still have 4 more after this.
And we have a nice little
3 more
7th
after this.
inning stretch.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know about you, about the Orioles games. We'd always play a little John Denver, Thank God I'm a Country Boy. That was the 7th inning stretch song.
That's a pretty good one.
Great song.
I like that a little bit more than Take Me Out, and people are going to be mad about that, but just heard it so many times now.
I'm not a fan of Taking Out the ball game. As Shelton hits one right up the gut for a base hit. Well hit there from Shelton, coming right up the middle. Yeah,
Also, I don't even think they sell Cracker Jacks at baseball games anymore.
I don't think they have for quite some time.
Yeah, I think we need to update it.
Might need to. Speaking of songs, though, I just realized Grace Kelly is also the name of a song by Mika. It's a little bit more. You've heard of it. It's popular on TikTok a few years ago.
Oh, I'm sure I have heard of it then.
You recognize it. Great song. I want to be like Grace Kelly.
Is Grace Kelly a famous person or something?
She is now.
Okay, well, yeah.
I didn't know about Grace Kelly until I heard about the song, but now there's one on the mound for Presbyterian.
Hey, she might be famous one day.
Who knows? As
Change
2 balls down to Tori Ensley at the plate for South Carolina. Again, Shelton over at first. Righty on righty matchup here.
From what we've seen from Ensley today, I think she is really going to step up into one of those leadership roles. Even though she's a transfer, I think she has the experience under her belt. She can get things done, and I think she'll be a part of leading this team.
Yeah, she's definitely got the experience. Again, we mentioned transferring from the NC State Wolfpack as she takes that pitch for strike 1. That one just a little bit too far in. Oh, no, never mind. That was caught the inside of the plate, I guess. Strike 2, 2-2 count to the former Wolfpack. Tori Ensley. No outs. And that one way over the catcher's head. Shelton will steal second off the wild pitch from Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly tried to go with the changeup on that one and just let it float too much coming out of her hand and flipped it up, and it soared right over her catcher there behind the plate.
Yeah. You got to wonder if there's a little pressure as she's looking at the on-deck circle there.
Oh, I'm sure that there is.
And number 16, big power hitter Ariana Rhodey as Ensley fouls that off.
Ensley almost took out Rhodey, solved that problem for Grace Kelly. But Rhodey ducks, gets out of the way of that foul ball.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw a hitter actually warm up in the circle?
Never. I mean, I don't even know why they put them out there anymore.
Yeah, it's a nice little decoration as Ensley fouls that one right back to me. Almost didn't quite have the distance.
To you, that was on my side.
You might have had
that. Was in my territory. That was my ball.
I got it. Yeah, you called me
I'm sorry,
off
I should have called you off. Yeah. I actually think if I would have dove, I could have had that.
Yeah. It was probably 6 feet away.
Totally easy catch for someone like me.
Yeah, it was doable. There's some plane flying overhead, and Grace Kelly's gonna take a minute to reset the Apple Watch, I guess. I don't know. What is it? Its own program? Is it its own brand? Is that one's probably hit foul?
I bet it's not an Apple Watch, but I have no idea what it is. Because I can't imagine that Presbyterian is buying their softball team Apple Watches.
I doubt it. Maybe they all just had them, though.
Yeah, they all just brought your own.
Or something. Who knows?
Maybe like a Fitbit type thing?
Maybe.
Screen would have to be bigger than that.
Full count. The pitch.
Ooh.
Just below the knees, and Ensley gets walked. Ensley on first, Shelton on second. Ariana Rhodey at the plate.
I said it earlier, 2 runners on. You don't want Ariana Rhodey stepping up into the box.
Not at all, but so this is arguing some good coaching here from Chastain Woodard. You got Winters, another power hitter on deck. You can't really afford to pitch around Rhodey in this situation with 2 runners on.
Yeah, because if you put Rhodey on, Winters could come up and do just about the exact same thing that Rhodey does every time. So there would be really no reason of giving her a free base when Lexi Winters is up to bat. That's a great point.
The first pitch is a ball from Kelly. Second pitch just catches the inside of the plate. I can't tell if it's our angle or if he's just giving the inside of the plate.
I think that was a little bit of a screwball there, but I think he has been working the inside of the plate a lot. She's backed up towards third base now a little bit. Here we go.
Hit high to center. And catch will be made. Shelton tagging up, decides against it. Still runners on first and second as Rhodey flies out.
Good decision by Shelton to stay at second with that ball not too deep in center field.
Yeah, you know, I think later in the season when you're down a run or two, you might risk
Might
that.
go for that, yeah.
No need here. Lexi Winter is up the plate now.
Up 7-2 in an exhibition game, no reason.
Yeah, we'll be right.
Especially injuries with this. I'm kind of a little bit surprised that they are playing 10 innings because there's just so much more opportunity to get somebody hurt.
Yeah, a lot of heat as well.
Absolutely, very hot today.
Yeah.
85 today.
Yeah, and with that South Carolina humidity, you know.
It makes it probably feels like 90. Yeah. I specifically had to find something that didn't have sleeves on it because I knew I was going to be hot.
Grace Kelly the pitch. A little too low for Winter's liking. 2-1 is the count.
Lexi Winters, also a hometown hero.
Yeah.
Grew up in Lexington, went to White Knoll.
Hit from Winters, out back to left, tracking back to make the play.
Wow.
And caught for the second out of the inning.
Morgan Farthing.
Yeah, what a play from Farthing. Went all the way back to the wall on that one.
And she's been getting a lot of balls over there in left field today. And she's been on pretty much all of them that she had a play. She's been able to make the play. I believe that one got down on her, but she still kept it from getting behind her. Morgan Farthing is doing a great job out there in left field.
Oh, no doubt about it. As Tate Davis hits one right through the gap into left field. Rounding third is Shelton, and she will be safe at the plate. Ensley moves over to third, and that will be an RBI for Tate Davis as Shelton goes second to home. Yeah, nice little roller right through the gap, and Farthing fielded it well, just not enough time.
Yeah, she tried to make the throw to home, but got cut off by her third baseman over there. Wouldn't have made it in time anyways. Good decision to cut that ball off as well.
Yeah, I thought they were about to get Ensley out at third, but Ensley's safe. Tate Davis at first. And Hovermail will take that for ball one. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And Jamie McKay on deck. She's the catcher. She's wearing the catcher's pads while on deck.
As well, yep, she's ready.
That pitch high and inside for ball 2.
Another screwball by number 13 here.
Yeah, Grace Kelly, she's been working the screwball.
Yeah, she's been hitting her spots, especially like you said, our umpire behind home plate today is calling those inside, so screw would make a lot of sense for her here today.
Yep.
Going straight down the middle.
And that will be first strike of the at-bat. Yeah, so with the umpires having different strike zones, how much of it is on the umpire to keep consistent? How much of it as a pitcher you just kind of got to adapt? That will be ball 3.
Well, I think as a catcher, a pitcher, and even your pitching coach as a team, it's really important to pay attention from the very beginning what the umpire is calling and what the strike zone looks like today, because unfortunately the realism of it is that every day it is going to be a little bit different.
Well, she gets a hold of that one to left. Farthing sitting under it for the 3rd out of the inning.
But like I was saying, I think it's a part of that trio is to look and see what the strike zone looks like today and capitalize off of that and use what you have in your arsenal to work with that.
No doubt about it. And we will look and see you right after this. here we are in the top of the 8th. Josie Marin pitching for South Carolina. She'll face off against Molly Matas, the current catcher for Presbyterian, as she takes that first pitch for strike 1. That one hit by Matas out to right. And Precious Ross making the play for the Gamecocks for the first out of the inning.
Interesting to see her out there in right field, as only a sophomore transfer, but she did play 32 games at Georgia. She comes from Georgia. She played 32 games there. And she's also Columbia native. I'm sure she's back to be home on the field for her home team.
Yeah, how about that? As that one is hit down the line by Avery Fielden. Just gets past Heath, and she will end up with a single here in the 8th inning. Well hit by Fielden.
Yeah, that was a really well-hit ball. Again, one of those ones we were talking about, just getting laced down the third base line, and it's really nothing that third baseman could have even done on that one.
Yeah, Heath tried, but
Heath, yeah.
just danced on the line and got through. Up and out at the plate for Presbyterian for the first time, Jessica Wilson, freshman out of Greensboro. I'll be taken for strike 1. I believe former SGTV sports director Corinna Porter is from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Is she?
Yeah.
I know Corinna very well. I have no idea where she's from.
As that one is hit right up the middle, looking for a double play, and they got it.
Wow.
Amazing. From South Carolina's Tate Davis flips it over to second, fires it over to first, and just like that, they get out of the inning. Great defense there from South Carolina.
Yeah, that was nice and clean and really well put together, and you can kind of tell that it seems like even with some moved around positions in the infield and maybe not exactly what they were playing all last year, that they still got a groove together, They still know what's going on. They're still on their par, no errors so far for the South Carolina defense today, and even though things aren't quite the same as last year, they seem pretty settled into their positions.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to have some good pitching. It's another thing to have good pitching and good defense. They work together very well.
Defense wins championships, and that's what we're talking about a lot today, even in this first exhibition game of the season.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Grace Kelly still on the mound for Presbyterian. We were in the bottom of the 8th coming up here. And we're coming down on MLB playoffs coming up soon. Again, your Braves probably won't be participating. My Orioles probably won't be participating as well. How are the Mets doing, Artemis, our tech producer?
2 games. We're at the 3rd wild card.
Still in the wild card right now?
2 games up, I think.
Okay. So Mets maybe looking to make a push here.
Doing better than what we have.
Yeah, well, next year. Next year's our year.
Yeah. I feel like Braves fans have been saying that for a little while now.
Again, I mentioned it earlier. I got cut off by the amazing play of, I believe it was Ainsley Bennett or Emma Friedel. I think Ronald Acuna Jr. is the best player in baseball if he could just stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, you hate to see a talent like that be hurt by injuries as much as he has.
Yeah. Absolutely, and it is unfortunate, but unfortunately that's sports.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't that the truth?
And the Braves they're not what they used to be.
Hey, they got their World Series and they got out,
Yeah, that's it. You know what, Pflugi? That's exactly what they did. Oops. Almost ripped that out the wall there. Did rip it through my paper.
Jamie McKay up now for the Gamecocks. There's ball 1. Say it has strike 1 listed, but I believe 1 ball, no strikes here.
Yeah, I believe that would be correct, too. Don't know who's on the scoreboard today.
And that one got a piece of McKay, hit by pitch. She'll end up on first, and brings up Natalie Heath for her first at-bat of the exhibition season here.
I could see McKay becoming a pretty big part of this South Carolina lineup as well. along with, I'm sorry, can't remember her name now.
Yeah, backup catcher is very
Inslee.
important.
Her and Inslee, I think, are probably going to be stepping up.
Undoubtedly, yeah. As in the meantime, they're going to pinch run for McKay at first. They're putting in a fellow Dakota Potter, the freshman.
You know, I hear with people with that name are usually super cool and nice and funny and athletic and talented, and so.
I've heard that.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah, Natalie Heath will take that for a strike. Oh, and a check swing. They're going to call it a swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Heath. Got Potter over on second. And Potter was the number 58 recruit in the country.
Yeah, by Softball America. I was just about to mention that.
Oh,
You stole my
Heath
thunder.
puts one out to left. Natalie Heath with some thunder of her own.
Yep.
How about that?
And then Natalie Heath stole all of her thunder. That was a great line drive out left field. Just get something down, make a play, move some runners around, make the defense make a play, and move some runners around. That was a great job by Natalie Heath.
Yeah, and
Lexi Shaver will come out to take her spot.
at the plate, potentially my favorite name on the team, Precious Bras from Irmo High School.
Local girl, went from Irmo to Georgia, and now is back in DeSoto City.
Yeah. So I believe South Carolina freshman wide receiver Donovan Murph also went to Irmo High School.
Interesting.
And that pitch just catches the outside of the plate. 1-1 count to Bras. And pitch from Kelly. A little bit low. Again, runners in scoring position here. They've got Potter on second, Shaver on first. No outs so far in the bottom of the eighth. A little bit high.
It's a good hold by Bras.
Great check swing. Do be noted that Quincy Lelio is on deck for South Carolina, so Kelly would really appreciate an out here. The pitch will be low, and Bras will take her base to leave the bases loaded for the Oklahoma transfer, Quincy Lelio.
Yeah, we already know Lelio's that girl. So.
And so we have Bras transferred from Georgia, pretty big school. Lelio transferring from Oklahoma 2 years ago. Is there something to be said about this transfer portal opening up opportunities for good players just at too big of a school? There's not a spot for them.
Same thing with those two players from Ole Miss. You're right. I mean, rosters are so big these days. There's so many spots to fill, but that does not mean that you're ever going to see the field. So why not come down to South Carolina where you're still getting an elite program, where everybody next to you and in front and behind you are still really good players, but you can now get that playing time that you've worked for pretty much your entire life. It's really no-brainer to me. The transfer portal can be tricky, but there are definitely ways where it benefits these athletes.
Lelio, kind of a check swing, throw to home, force out at home. Well played there by shortstop for Presbyterian, Baxley Arnett.
Yeah, Baxley Arnett now at shortstop. She came in, knew where she wanted to go with that ball and knew it was home and got that first out for them. Hopefully we'll change things around and still have a force out at home in any base.
And I believe number 5, we were talking about her earlier. I believe that's Ainsley Bennett, the Somerville, Somerville native, pitched a big 6-pitch inning earlier in this one up at the plate.
I remember correctly. She can hit pretty well too.
Yeah, doing it all. She'll take that pitch for strike one. 1-1 count to Bennett. 1 out. Bases loaded.
This is a big spot to be in as a freshman. Definitely a lot of pressure here. I mean, they're up 8-2, but like I said, this is still a tryout. You know, you're performing in front of your head coach, and you're trying to.
And hits that one high. Will be foul.
Etch yourself a role into the team. So being in this high pressure situation with 3 runners on, it's probably going to show a lot from Bennett here.
Yeah, you said it. Still trying to play for your coaches, play for your players here. And the pitch right down the first base line. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. Coming around third is Lelio. She'll hold up at third. And a double RBI double for Ainsley Bennett.
Yeah, 2-run RBI double. Like I said, I thought she could hit pretty well. I think she can. Also,
Dakota Moore is correct again.
who would have thought? On that specific play with the bases loaded, you know, you're just trying to get as many runs across the plate. Going backside and right down that right field line is just the perfect placement for that ball. It couldn't have been any better to allow those runners plenty of time to get home. That was a great job by her.
Yeah, as Tori Ensley now up for South Carolina will foul first pitch off. And Ensley still got Bennett at second and Lelio at third. Thought about going, but held up. Good throw by right field out there, Sabrina Rose.
Yeah, it was clean on Presbyterian side going through their relay and getting the ball back to the mound. Even under the high pressure, you know, lots of speed trying to go fast. They did well. Yeah,
too much speed on the bases by Potter and Shaver there. Couldn't prevent all the runs, but they prevented some of them. Brings the score to 10-2 in favor of the Gamecocks. As Ensley's down 0-2 in the count here.
Whoa.
Gets a hold of that one. Out to left will go just foul. Yeah, she turned on that one.
Yeah, she absolutely smashed that one, and if she would have let it ride in just a little bit longer, not been quite as early, that would have been a home run for sure. Fair home run.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Ensley. Outside, ball 1. And Grace Kelly on the bump for Presbyterian. Trying to control the damage as much as possible here.
Yeah, still trying to finish off this game for Presbyterian. Like I mentioned earlier, she's really their relief pitcher, so.
Ensley, hold out to left. Let it ride a little bit longer, and it's a home run. Ensley makes the adjustment and sees that one over the fence for a 3-run bomb.
Yeah, and Grace Kelly will get no relief from Ensley on that one. That was a no-brainer. It hit the fence that separates it from the softball field from the track field. So good thing that fence is there. Somebody might have got knocked in the head over there practicing for track. And see, this is what I meant about Ensley. I was right again at Pflugi. I could just feel it that she was going to step up for this team, and she's going to be one of those Rhodey, Lelio, Winters leaders. She's going to be right there with them, would be my prediction.
Oh, yeah, she got all of that one. I'm going to estimate the length at maybe about 250.
250?
260. That was pretty far. I don't know how far.
Yeah, we don't have markers on this field, which is interesting. Yeah. Usually, just about every baseball or softball field.
You know what? I'm gonna, since there's no markers, I'm gonna say that was 415 then.
Yeah, right over left field, not in the middle. I'll say that was 523.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my guess.
Yeah. Well, speaking of those leaders you talked about earlier, Aaron and Rhodey back up at the plate for the Gamecocks. 1-1 is the count, only 1 out. But speaking of crazy home run numbers, I'm going to say it. There's some stories about these old baseball players that's taken for strike 2. About Ted Williams in particular, I'm going to call him out. He said he hit a ball 500 feet in like 1923, I believe.
1923?
No shot.
Absolutely not.
There's the pitch will be ball 2.
But see, there was no video evidence or tracking back then, so he could say whatever he wanted.
Say whatever he wanted.
I was about to say, how do you even know if it's 500 feet in 1923?
How did you know? They didn't go out and measure it.
No, they didn't have the track, man.
No. And Ted Williams, great player, as Rhodey takes that ball 3 full count. Great player. He just simply did not hit it 500 feet.
That just simply didn't happen in 1923.
Not enough. Full count here to Rhodey, 1 out. Trying to hit it 500 feet herself. That will be in. Oh, no! She thought she had a walk. I thought she had a walk. The whole stadium
I
thought she had a walk.
for sure thought she had a walk.
Just
I watched.
Out of the plate.
I mean, you said something about the angle earlier, but I think we're in the primetime booth today.
Right behind home plate.
We've actually never been right behind the home plate, but today we are, and that looked like it was quite a bit inside.
I think maybe Screwball maybe came back in a little bit, but either way.
That would have been pretty impressive.
Ariana Rhodey retired. Oh, that one hit the ground a couple yards before home plate.
She was herself so surprised by how good that screw ball was.
Yeah. You know, you get a call, you lose a call.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Lexi Shaver up now for the Gamecocks. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. That will be ball 2. But, yeah, the booth we're in now is not our normal. Normally we have kind of a first baseline angle. I'd like to thank Brad Muller right in the window there for giving us the good
Yeah,
booth.
if you can see him through there. You can't see it behind us, but there is the SEC ESPN Network logo behind us. We can't put that on the screen.
We're not affiliated.
We're not affiliated with them, but it is nice to be in their booth today.
They have a beautiful booth.
Yes, it's very nice. Much
great
bigger.
Stools, too.
Yes.
Yeah. 3-0 count now to Shaver. And she'll take that. Another inside pitch for a strike.
Yeah, obviously they're using the fact that our home plate umpire here is calling all these inside balls, so why not keep throwing it there, especially when South Carolina is not swinging at it.
Yeah. And Shaver swings at that one, will be fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes now.
Unfortunately for South Carolina, you just have to realize that it's going to be called there, and if you see something coming inside, you got to swing as early as possible to be able to get your hands there and not let it eat you up on the inside. But
yeah,
probably just going to have to start making those adjustments and swinging at those inside pitches.
Full count pitch, Shaver threads the needle, picks up a base hit right by shortstop and third again. We've had a couple nice hits right that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lexi Shaver has had a few today, I believe.
Indeed. It's Tate Davis coming up to the plate now for South Carolina. 2 outs. Shaver on first. The first pitch from Grace Kelly will be high.
Looks like that changeup that just kind of soared again a little bit.
One-0 pitch inside. Ball this time. 2-0. Talked about earlier how pitchers need to adjust, and you just mentioned how hitters need to adjust. Is it harder for hitters to adjust to the strike zone or for pitchers?
I feel like...
Oh, and Shaver's stealing on that one, but it will be hit in the foul territory. Oh, almost made the play there. Couldn't quite get it. And Shaver will come back to first. But as we're saying,
I would say, in my opinion, in the hitter, it's a little bit harder to adjust to the strike zone of the umpire or the pitcher who's throwing. The pitcher, really, you should have control over your own strike zone. Obviously, there's only so much you can do, especially, but, you know, like Presbyterian's pitcher is doing right now.
Oh, that one hit out to center. And play made for the 3rd out of the inning.
Anyways, I'll wrap that up quickly before we break. You know, pitcher, you need to be in control of your strike zone. If you know what they're calling, then, you know, use that to your advantage like we are today. You know, go inside. But for a hitter, you kind of just have to work with what you got. And, you know, if they're calling inside pitches, then you have to hit the inside pitches. And I don't like an inside pitch either. I don't like swinging way too early. I don't like, you know, it messes my hands up whenever I try. But you got to realize that's what they're throwing. That's what he's calling. That's what you got to hit. So.
Yep. And, yeah, hopefully South Carolina doesn't get a lot of too many inside pitches. We'll see you on the other side of the inning right after this. And here we are for the top of the ninth. A familiar face for South Carolina back on the bump. Neely Lamb. The first offering will be a strike.
Give you a little rundown on Neely Lamb last season, just in case you missed it. She ended the season with a 3.26 ERA, 81 strikeouts, 27 walks, 10 wins for the Gamecocks, and 3 losses. She pitched a total of 73 innings.
As that pop out by Maddie Wood will be caught by Presses Bros over there in right field for the first out of the inning.
Neely Lamb also transferred last year from CSU to South Carolina. She started in 16 games for the Gamecocks and played 29. And she's from Cade, South Carolina. So
shout out to Charleston Southern Pirates, I believe. Right?
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Yep.
Buccaneers.
They're really close to my home back home.
How about that?
I knew I could never go there. It was too close.
Gracie Dakota now in the box for Presbyterian. Yeah, I never liked the idea of going too close. I don't want to do high school.
And when I'm talking close,
there,
I'm saying like 10 minutes from my house. Like way too close.
Yeah. That pitch will be strike one. 1-1 is the count to Dakota. Yeah. I'd say South Carolina, from the student perspective, has been pretty good so far. How about you?
I agree. I love it here. And I think the journalism program, SGTV being here, that's a plus.
Yep, as Dakota grounds out right up the middle to Davis for the second out of the top of the ninth.
And the sports are pretty good, Journalism and sports, it's a pretty good school to come to.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Up at the plate now is Abigail Hillman, Presbyterian, the righty. She'll face Neely Lamb with 2 outs here in the ninth. Big swing and a miss for strike one. And scores currently 13-2 in favor of the Gamecocks. But the hits also reflect that. South Carolina's got 15 of them.
To Presbyterian's 3 as well.
And
so
that's 2 errors are not helping either.
No, it's a big tell to not only South Carolina's offense, but also, their new pitching staff this year. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different pitchers now, and between all 6 pitchers, only 3 hits have been allowed.
Yeah. And a big swing, strike 3 for Neely Lamb, as she'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, heading to the bottom of the ninth. Yeah, we talked about these pitchers all day, and Neely Lamb right there looking just as good as she did last year as well.
Absolutely. And I just looked at her sheet again to see if we would get to see her for one more inning, and we will.
Yeah.
Be fun to watch, of course, always.
Undoubtedly.
And I believe we have a new pitcher in the circle for Presbyterian.
Number 7, Kaylee Huckabee from Rockmart, Georgia. The true freshman coming in here. I think she's got some pink and blue highlights to go along with platinum blonde hair. And those white-orange cleats that I've been told are really just the clay. It's not actually orange.
I didn't believe you that she had blue highlights in her hair, but she does. She has on a pink headband or
Pink
red
headband?
Yeah, but she does have blue highlights in
I
her
see.
hair. I think that is true.
Yeah. How about it? Would you ever dye the hair? Like a fun color, not like a normal color?
In middle school I did with Kool-Aid actually. Yeah, that was what the cool kids did when I was in middle school. We dyed our
you
hair
were
with Kool-Aid.
obviously one of the cool kids.
Obviously, that's why I put Kool-Aid in my hair. It only makes sense.
Checks out. What color?
It was supposed to be blue, but because it was Kool-Aid, it was green. But I was fine with that. I thought it was still cool anyways.
Yeah.
It definitely did not wash out as quick as my mom thought it was going to.
Back to the action now. Sage Scarmardo making her first appearance for South Carolina.
Sage is senior from Purdue.
How about it as
She's
first pitch there from Huckabee bounces out the plate for ball 1.
She started 43 for Purdue and played 44. She had a .963 fielding percentage for the year.
Not bad at all. And I have here she's from College Station, Texas. Home
Yes.
of the A&M Aggies.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering what made her not want to go to A&M.
Well, I'm sure she wanted to, but again, we talked about some of these SEC softball
Softball
programs.
are just
There's
brutal.
only so much space. It's tough out there.
Yeah, and like we said, these rosters go kind of deep, but that doesn't mean that you're going to see the field.
Now
So
there's only 9 spots out there in the field.
yeah.
And that will be wide and a 4-pitch walk to Scarmarta. Pretty good way to open up her career here at South Carolina as Jamie McKay back up at the plate. And if you're Kaylee Huckabee here, down by 9 here in the 9th inning, what's your mindset? I mean, are you trying to, again, like show off a little bit, exhibition, or is this still like a nothing to lose, just go for it kind of scenario?
I think I'm still trying to show off in this exhibition game. She just came into this game in the circle. She's not responsible for that 11-run deficit. So I think if I was her, I would think about, well, you know, for me it's 0-0, and let's just keep it that way is what I would be thinking. You know, you can't take any of the runs back, but you can stop South Carolina from getting the rest of the runs. And to me as a coach, that would be a big statement. Even down so far, so that would be my mindset if I'm Huckabee here.
She's able to pick up and out there off a short pop out to shortstop Hallie Duke there to make the catch. Natalie Heath now at the plate for the Gamecocks, 1 out. Still have got Scarmardo at first. Scarmardo showing a little bit of speed there, thinking about stealing.
That's one thing about South Carolina. I don't know who's the coach for base running, but they take hard leads. They look like they're going for the first 3 or 4 steps off the bag every time. And she is going to go.
Gets away. Scarmardo steals second off the, not sure if it was a wild pitch or a pass ball, but either way, ended up in the backstop, and Scarmardo ended up at second. Heath now at the plate, 2 balls, no strikes. One high and inside for a ball. And Hallie Duke going to come and talk to the freshman Huckabee, calm down a little bit.
Just take her out of the circle for a second, let her get her breath, slow down.
9 balls to 1 strike so far. And there's ball number 10 as Heath will take her walk. Yeah, she got something in the zone and got a pop out of it.
Yeah, so now if I'm Huckabee, I'm thinking I've put 2 runners on the bases now with walks, but when one of the batters did get a hold of a ball, the defense was able to put them away. So don't be afraid to throw in the zone and let them hit the ball, but trust that your defense is going to work behind you, especially now with 2 runners on. You have a forced play at first, second, and third, and possibly a double play as well. So I just try to put something in the zone here. If they hit it, let them hit it, and let the defense work. There you go.
Precious Bross now in the box for South Carolina. Strike 1. Caught by Sierra Grice back behind the plate for Presbyterian. Played catcher earlier, subbed out for a few innings, is now back. Got to wonder if maybe, you know, they're trying to put the more experienced catcher, or no, maybe the more familiar catcher with the new pitcher, kind of develop something there.
Absolutely. Try to get her used to, you know, her spots and everything like that.
Bross hits one out deep to left.
Oh,
It's
wow.
off the wall. 1 run will score. Coming around third. Safe at the plate. And 2 RBIs there for Precious Bross as Scarmardo. And I believe that is Shay Anderson scoring.
If I kept up correctly, that is the 4th 2-run RBI for South Carolina so far. And now Precious Bross is just fitting in right along with the rest of the team. And I've been talking good about Morgan Farthing all day about in left field, but she got 8 up on the wall, and that one it just kind of bounced off and got away from her. But great job by Bross.
Yeah, tough spot. Well hit by Bross. Right off that NCAA Ogo off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Bounced off, caught Farthing a little off guard. And 2 more runs to South Carolina's total. Ania McKnight now at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, known more for her speed.
Yeah, it's actually, I don't think I've ever seen a Nick McKnight at bat. This is actually very interesting and fun
Let's see
for me.
what she's got here. She
Oh, nice.
has a hack at one, goes foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McKnight.
That
Still
was-
got Bross over at second.
That was good for McKnight there. This is her first at-bat at the game, but she did what I was talking about earlier about making that adjustment on inside balls and swinging really early. And that one was so early that she pulled it foul, but at least it didn't slide right past her, you know, for a no-looking strike.
Absolutely.
Or a looking strike.
And McKnight will get a piece of that one, too. Fouled off the other way.
And for Nia McKnight, if I'm her, I'm thinking, this is my chance. This is my shot. I'm not just a base runner, and I can get myself on base.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see her do something here and get on base and make some moves around the field, maybe move Bross home.
Maybe. And that one bounces again. Kaylee Huckabee just, I don't know, struggles here finding the zone.
Yeah, I think as a young pitcher, you're just so worried about strikeout. But it's not all about that, especially when you have, you know, a college defense behind you. Let them work.
And there's a absolute fireball of a pitch there from Huckabee. Brings the count to 3-2.
She must have heard me talking.
Letting a little frustration there. Full count to McKnight. She'll swing at it. Goes into left field. Farthing coming in to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Will hold Bross at second. Oh, almost. Ball almost got away on the throw back into the field of play, but not quite. And here is Ansley Bennett of the plate for the Gamecocks. Bottom of the ninth, Cox up 15-2.
Bennett had a nice backside shot. Her last at bat, her first at bat.
She'll take that pitch for strike one. Oh, and there's a Kaylee Huckabee fan right down here.
Oh, yes,
the
there
shirt.
is.
How about that? Nah, we're all Kaylee Huckabee fans here. As a
Oh,
journalist, are we allowed to be just fans of everybody as journalists?
I don't
or
know. I'd have
are
to
we
look in
fans
the
of
AP
nobody?
book for that and see if that's allowed. I think he's trying to get her speed. I wish you could relay it back up here to us. He's sitting right behind the gun.
That's right, I can see it with my eyes.
Oh, you can?
Okay, that one was 67.
Okay, cool, good.
Little screwball there.
I can see it with my eyes.
I've got the pitch track, built-in pitch track. 68, little bit too high. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Bennett.
Good attempt to frame that one by Presbyterian's catcher.
Sierra Grice back
Grace, yeah.
there. And the pitch from Huckabee. A little bit high. Full count to Bennett now. 2 outs. Bross over on second. Got some speed. Don't need anything crazy here if you're Bennett.
Ooh.
Big swing right off the third base coach for a foul ball.
She seems to be all right. She's shaking it off. Umpire checks with her. She's all good. Claps her hands, moves on.
It's a dangerous sport. You got to be ready over there, first base, third base coach.
I broke somebody's wrist one time who was standing on deck.
Oof.
I hit a foul ball, way foul.
Oh, and there's a hit from Bennett. Gets right past third. Bross coming around, trying to score, and she will. An RBI for Bennett. Brings the score to 16-2, South Carolina.
That's Bennett's third RBI of the game. She had a 2-run double RBI in her first at-bat in the inning before, and now she gets another one, and pretty impressive for a freshman, I would say.
Pretty impressive. I'd say so. And that pitch just kind of a weird bounce got by Abigail Hillman over there at third. And here is Ensley now. Foul ball down the first baseline. And Tori Ensley had a big swing out to left last at bat. Huckabee trying to get out of this one. 2 outs. Runner on first. And the 0-1 pitch. Ooh. It gets away from the catcher, and Bennett will take second.
Quite a few of these pitches from Huckabee are bouncing before they get to the plate. I wonder if she has something going on with her release. would make me think maybe she's hitting her leg or something.
Yeah.
But that's definitely an adjustment you want to make as quick as possible.
Yeah, Huckabee. It's a good pitch in there. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm not quite sure. Maybe are you trying to do too much with the pitch there? Is that one hits the ground? Oh, and Ensley gets a hold of that one. Out straight to center. Catch made by Presbyterian, and that will retire the side. Huckabee gets out of the jam. Score 16-2. Again, we're playing 10 innings here on a beautiful day in Columbia, South Carolina. We'll see you for the top of the 10th right after this. And as the sun starting to set here in our beautiful Soda City, Neely Lamb on the bump for South Carolina. Sabrina Rose at the plate for Presbyterian. Gamecocks up 16-2, and what could be the last 3 outs of the game here.
Yeah, very possible that we're not going to be playing the bottom of the 10th here.
There is no time limit, so Presbyterian's got all the time they need to score these 14 runs. We'll see if they can do it. Neely Lamb, the pitch.
That would be quite a story if they did.
Hit by Sabrina Rose. We'll go foul. Bross almost had it. Was tracking it down with some speed.
I thought Bross was maybe going to lay out for that one, but she might not have known exactly where the fence was, where the warning track was, so decided not to. Probably not worth it in an exhibition game.
Yeah. 1-1 is the count. Again, they moved Heath over to first. Ainsley Bennett now at second. And Sage Scarmardo take over duties at third base. Sabrina Rose takes that pitch for ball 2. And here's Lamb, swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2 count now.
She's a really fun pitcher to watch. I mean, she slings it in there, and her form is just so nice. Like, just to me, it's very satisfying to watch her pitch.
And that pitch is fouled off by Rose.
Ooh. Almost caught the back of that guy's neck coming back into the stadium, but
Yeah, you got to watch out for those comebackers.
that one guy saved him, though. Yeah. See, they're having a good laugh about it now.
Shout out.
He doesn't even know that it almost hit him, I think. Almost took you out, buddy.
And there's the pitch.
Ooh.
A little bit high for the umpire's liking. Full count now to Rose. No outs here so far in the top of the 10th. Swing and a miss, strikeout for Lamb. Opens up the top of the 10th with authority there.
Yeah.
Neely Lamb looking as good as ever.
Give her respect in the circle for sure. I feel like Jory Hurd and Sam Gress last year kind of overshadowed Neely Lamb, but I feel like this is her year to get right up there with Jory.
Yeah, Lamb trying to take that step as that one is hit out to right. We'll go foul. And that is Grace Kelly, I believe, batting now for Presbyterian. She pitched 3 innings earlier. Also found out that she has a great song named after her.
Yeah, we did find that out. From Mitchell, Georgia. Don't know where that is, but sounds nice.
0-1. Big swing for strike 2. Talked about Gress and Jory Hurd. We saw her earlier. Gress on the staff now. Neely Lamb's an amazing talent herself. Their sequencing is really what makes them so amazing. You think Gress's oversight is going to help with that sequencing a little bit for all the pitching staff?
Oh, of course. I think Gress is going to add a great perspective to the pitching staff, and with her playing on the same team as, Jory and Neely before now, I think they're going to have a great working relationship with each other, and I'm sure Gress is going to take what she provided to the team last year and try to give it to someone else to fill that role.
Yep, and there's Neely Lamb giving a 3rd strike to Grace Kelly for the 2nd out of the inning.
Give her another one.
Oh, the plate now. Kylie Rash, she actually began this game as the pitcher for Presbyterian. Now here in the top of the 10th with 2 outs. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Funny enough, Ella Chansey and Sam Gress are graduate managers on the staff here. They played last year. You know who else was a graduate manager after they wrapped up their playing career at South Carolina?
Who's that?
Ashley Chastain Woodard, current head coach.
I didn't know that. I mean, I knew she played here, but I didn't know she helped with the team when she graduated.
Yeah, played here back in late 2000s. And then I believe she was graduate assistant sometime around 2011. As there's a big swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. Coached international a little bit, coached at Charlotte for a little bit, and found her way back home to Columbia, South Carolina, as so many people tend to do.
Yeah.
Finding success here so far.
Yeah, I mean, she's done amazing things with this program. She did amazing things at her previous school. I think Ashley Chastain Woodard was made for this role, and she had a lot to live up to with Beverly Smith. Was a big South Carolina name before she moved on.
Yes. And 2-2 is the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 10th. And here's Lamb.
There it is.
Strike 3. Caught him looking. And that'll be it for the side. Looks like we'll play the bottom of the 10th potentially.
Looks like we will play the bottom.
And this is exhibition, everyone trying to get in as many reps, as many practice at bats and pitching attempts as they can.
Yeah, Huckabee will head back to the mound for Presbyterian to finish off this game.
Her fan now is sitting right behind the plate earlier with the Huckabee shirt is no longer there. I don't know where they went.
I believe he's back up at the top.
I see.
Somewhere. Oh, yeah, there's another Huckabee fan. That's not even the same guy.
Oh,
wow, she's got an entourage here with her today.
Yeah, and so Kaylee Huckabee's got NIL. This thing's really taking off.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe that's why we're going to play the bottom of this, so
yeah.
the Kaylee Huckabee fan club can get their fix.
Yeah. Have you bought any NIL merchandise or jerseys since they've come available?
I have not because, I'm a broke college student, but I would love to if my wallet could afford it. I think it's great that people are making money off. Oh, our Kaylee Huckabee fan is back.
There we go.
And he got himself a softball.
There you go.
I haven't bought anything. Have you bought anything?
I have. I have to brag about this one, even though some of my friends will make fun of me for it. I got a Katie Shea Collins crew neck.
I don't blame you. Katie Shea Collins is an athlete. She's
yeah.
And you were saying earlier that you're good friends with the women's soccer team, right?
Yeah.
Katie Shea Collins from South Carolina women's soccer.
Yeah. She just, I believe, I saw the Instagram post the other day, has the new program record for most hat tricks.
Wow.
Yeah. She plays on the national team, and I'm going to be honest, regardless of all that, her NIL stuff just looks cool.
It's just good looking stuff.
It just looks cool.
Yeah. Well, she's a woman, you know. That makes sense.
A great little font there. Pretty affordable price, too, if I remember correctly.
How much was pretty affordable?
I want to say $35.
For a crew neck?
So.
That's actually not quite as bad as I was thinking.
Yeah, so we'll take it. Anyways, back to the real game here. South Carolina softball. Dakota Potter.
Yeah,
having at that now.
Super cool, super funny.
Finds herself in a full count here at the bottom of the 10th. So normally bottom of the 10th is a little more high stakes than it is here.
Yeah, not right now, and not in this softball game. We're 16-2 here. Oh, Dakota got one.
Yeah, gets a hold of one to center, and she'll have her first base hit of the year. Dugout's pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, she's from Norco, California, and softball's big in California. They take softball very seriously there in California, so it's really not any surprise to me that Dakota was able to get that one down.
Playing a high level here in the SEC. Now up for South Carolina, Lexi Shaver, the Utah native. How about that?
Riverton, Utah?
Yeah, you ever been to Utah?
I have not.
It's great.
Really have never been.
It's great.
I've heard it is really pretty, really nice.
Very nice.
Lots of good hiking and stuff like that there.
They got skiing there. They ski a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As that pitch is taken for the first strike of the at-bat to Shaver.
Shaver, again, is one of those Kennesaw State transfers where she played quite a bit with them. She started 52 of the 53 games she played.
That pitch fouled off by Shaver for strike 2. 1-2's the count now, no outs yet. Here in the bottom of the 10th. And the pitch from Huckabee. Shaver gets a piece of it, stays alive.
Nice off speed there by Huckabee. That one made its way into the zone, unlike a few of her other changeups earlier in the day, but that one got Shaver pretty well.
Now she's locating a little bit better here.
She must have got the jitters out.
Yeah, those jitters will get you.
Oh, every time.
A little bit outside for ball 2. A little bit of pressure being applied here by the base runner. How much of an impact does having fast base runners have on the pitcher?
Well, usually I would say it does put a lot of pressure on the pitcher at this point in this game. I would hope that it's not affecting Huckabee out in the circle. It's really not something she should be concerned with right now. Right now, she should be concerned with either getting strikeouts or getting the batter to put the ball in play so her defense can get the strikeouts. But usually,
that one hit into foul territory, but caught.
Nice grab.
And Shaver will fly out again. Catch made by, I want to say Sierra Grice.
I was going to say Grice might be back out there at third. Yeah. Can't see the number.
I believe I saw number 1 on the back. She was catcher earlier, hitting pretty good today. Finds herself a pop fly at third. How about it? Up now at the plate is Sage Scarmardo, that Purdue transfer. Gets a hit right up the middle. Huckabee to second. Trying to throw to first. Not there for the double play. But intellectual play there from Huckabee.
Yeah, it's still a good idea to get the lead runner on that. And I also think they didn't get the double play there because she was trying to be slow and make sure she got the ball there and, you know, just take her time getting the lead out. And that was a smart move by her.
Don't want to throw it away. Now up at the plate, Natalie Heath. And 2 outs here. The bottom of the 10th.
That's a good pitch.
Scarmardo over on first now.
Huckabee really seems to have settled down here.
Yeah, she's finding a little bit better. So that will be ball 1. And this final out here, wherever it comes, whenever it comes, will be the final out of the game. Heath trying to take advantage of the opportunity here. 1-1. Pitch outside for ball 2. And Another ball from Huckabee. Count will be 3-1. 2 outs here. And this kind of sunset time of day right here is what I like to call prime softball weather.
Yep.
As, that pitch way inside for ball 4, and Heath will take her base. Moves Scarmardo over to second, and Precious Bross now up at the plate.
Yeah, that one just missed Natalie Heath. Front shoulder there. That'll bring Precious Bross back up. Last time she got herself one of her own 2-run doubles, 2-run RBI doubles.
Yeah, had a real nice hit last time, and during that, they're going to pinch run for Natalie Heath at first. They're putting in Lexi Shaver.
Mm-hmm.
And Bross still trying to take advantage of the opportunity here during a golden hour at Beckham Field.
It's definitely cooled down here, but not really much breeze today.
No, not at all.
A little bit we can see out there in the outfield, but nothing.
It's not coming this way towards the booth.
It's definitely not coming towards us now. It's heading back over towards our beach volleyball facility behind right field. Ooh, that one will hit Precious.
That one hits Bross. We'll load the bases here for Nia McKnight, the Flash. Back up at the plate for South Carolina, bottom of the 10th. That one right off the elbow guard.
Yeah. Thank goodness she had that elbow guard on there, and that would not have felt good.
Funny bones right there. It would not have been funny.
Bases loaded for McKnight.
I was talking about the beach volleyball court out there tonight. Do you think anybody's ever beached one before? Put one in the sand?
I would think so. Probably not a righty. Maybe a lefty. Yeah.
Pull one out to right, get over the wall. I think there's a little fence there too, but you can get over it and pull it in the sand.
Big left-hand bat,
something.
probably.
Yeah. First pitch is a strike to McKnight. Here's pitch number 2, and she'll have it. Blooper into right field. 1 run scores. Shaver coming around. She'll score. Bross stays at third. Another 2-run RBI for South Carolina as McKnight ends up with a base hit.
Yeah, that was a great job by Nia McKnight. And like I was saying earlier, I'd love to see her step up and kind of submit herself as more than just a base runner, and that will do it.
That'll do it. That will do it. Up the plate now, Ainsley Bennett. Getting pitched a little earlier today. Fielded a little earlier today. Hitting a little later in the day now. Takes first pitch for a strike, I believe.
Yeah, she's got 3 RBIs so far today and just 2 at-bats, I believe.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
And that's a true freshman out of Summerville, South Carolina.
Yep.
And the pitch from Huckabee. A little bit high. Here comes Bross sliding to the plate, and she will be safe. McKnight goes first to third on the wild pitch. Great heads-up play there from Bross.
Yeah, and with Nia McKnight on the bases while something's going on at home, you've got to know that she's going to be running. I mean, she's going to go. Either pay attention to her or just let her go.
Yeah.
I mentioned Ainsley Bennett her and her high school team in 2024 went 30-0, perfect season. But she's also had 2 state championships.
She gets a hit on one there into left field gap, and McKnight will score. She's thinking about third here. She'll end up with a double to add on to her apparent many list of achievements.
Yep, quite a few. That's going to be 4 RBIs for her today.
Now what a day for Bennett again.
A true freshman. Yeah, like I said, perfect season in 2024 with her high school team and 2-time state champion.
Yeah, that's something.
See why we never wanted to play them?
I can see. Dakota Potter now up for South Carolina. Pitch is low and away for ball 1. And still 2 outs here for the Gamecocks.
All the way up to 22 right now in favor of the Gamecocks.
Yeah. That'll be strike 1. 1-1's the count.
And 19 hits to go right along with that. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Chastain Woodard's got a lot of positives to take away from this game.
Absolutely. Maybe no practice tomorrow, or you don't think it's been that good?
I think you practice. I think you can always practice. as that's taken for strike 2. Nobody ever plays perfect.
No.
As there's a big hit there from Potter. Center fielder coming in.
Ooh.
But it's shortstop making the play for the 3rd out and final out of the game. Again, final score, South Carolina 20, Presbyterian College 2. Pretty good showing there from South Carolina. And as we head into our post game here, what were your takeaways from that game?
Yeah, there were quite a few takeaways. Like you said, not really too much to be mad about if you're Ashley Chastain Woodard. Pitching looked really good. I was really excited to see what that new pitching staff looked like, and they look pretty good. Like you said, we have a few gaps to fill with Sam Gress not being in here, but it definitely feels like there are people that are going to be filling those gaps. Defense played cleanly, no errors. They weren't challenged too much in the field today defensively. I believe there was only 3-4 hits from Presbyterian. So nothing too difficult there, but they did still play clean D despite that. And then also with the hitting, 19 hits. 19 hits. It was 10 innings. It was 19. It was an exhibition games, but they still got 19 hits. They still can put the bat on the ball. Still had 2 home runs for the whole game, which is it just seems to me like they're going to be a pretty sound team, and that they've got a lot of stuff going for them this year. And I'm excited to see people like Ainsley Bennett, true freshman, step up, as well as Easley. I think she'll definitely Tori Inslee. She'll definitely etch herself a place in this permanent lineup, I think.
Yeah. So real quick as we wrap up, we talked about how Chastain Woodard's got a lot of good things to talk about. We also talked about earlier how there's some high expectations for South Carolina. How do you balance playing good versus staying hungry so you can meet those high expectations?
Well, I think you do whatever Ashley Chastain Woodard did last year. Even though she already has that one really great season under her belt, there's no reason to come on and just think you're going to ride off of the success that you had last year. I'm sure when she first came in and started kind of redoing this program from the ground up, there was a lot of work that went into that, and I don't think that work is over. You know, like we said, she had a really great as they start their cheer with the fans. There's still plenty of fans here after 10 innings of softball in the South Carolina heat, so that just goes to show how this crowd is. But I think she did a lot of work last year, and the work doesn't stop. We don't just write off the success from last year. We're going to have to keep putting in the work every day. Like you said, it's always, even though they did great today, it's always a good idea to go out there and get practice. Yeah. I think they just got to keep grinding and stay hungry. If I was them, I would be upset with the way that their season ended last year and want to go farther than that, and not only for themselves but for this Columbia team.
Yeah, well, you know
Columbia crowd.
You know what Kobe said after Game 3? Job ain't finished.
Job is not done.
What's there to be happy about? What's there to be happy about?
Not even close. Yeah.
Yeah. But, so final score, 20-2, South Carolina Gamecocks over Presbyterian. We'd like to thank you for joining us. We'd also like to thank our wonderful tech producing staff, Artemis, Capece, for doing all the important stuff. Dakota, thanks for joining me here. It's been a pleasure, and I guess we'll see you next time.
I'll be back on the call with someone new next weekend, so make sure to tune back in next weekend.
Yeah, Jack Keating, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Going to be a fun game.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Have a great night.